Yo, Mas.
Hello.
We're back, and it's not a rerun. What's up, Brady?
How are you, bud? How you doing?
Holding up. Another crazy day, crazy week. Just trying to get through to the weekend.
Yeah, I want the weekend to get here more than ever after.
Well, yeah, you had a busy weekend too, yeah.
Yeah, I just went back and watched that. That was pretty funny.
That's great. Yeah, for those that don't know, yeah, it was funny seeing Jeremy a little inebriated.
Yeah,
You were fine. You seemed fine, but Jeremy seemed a little tipsy.
He is. He's a great friend. I just felt kind of like obligated, being kind of one of the more seasoned people in our sales department, to kind of just, be on the lookout for the guys when you're going to all these places where alcohol is unlimited. It's just,
you gotta be careful.
You're around people. Try to be. God knows I'm not responsible sometimes. I've been there, but
yeah, I can't claim to be perfect because there's been many of those nights.
Yeah, just tried to be on the lookout for stuff. But dude, I had so much fun laughing with. Yeah, we had a good time, him and I. He's like me when I've been getting a little too inebriated. He'll say he loves you like 15
love
times.
you,
I'm
man.
like, oh, that's like me.
Yeah, there's that point where you just love everybody.
Yeah, I know. I sit there. Lito's got he's cringing, but he's laughing.
And look who's here. We got Ryan, and Ryan Underwood is in the hood. Joe, I'm assuming he's coming. We haven't seen him. Then you're ready for Captain Freedom, ready for Captain Freedom's workout. Yeah.
The movie inspired American Gladiators, I think, right? American Gladiators around that time, and
Bill's in the house.
Hey, Bill.
Proper
Ryan.
Introduction.
Fuck the other Everscathed. Fuck you for sending me this shit.
This is proper intro. Ryan's like, play Bill's intro.
Dude, having Lurch and Lito on watch it. It was awesome, dude.
That was a lot of fun.
They're just like us. They're just like the guys,
They're two of the guys. Not one of the guys. They're two of the guys.
Yeah, just the guys. Just being around the guys.
Yeah, if you guys didn't watch, go check out the podcast from Sunday. That was a lot of fun where we did Wes Craven's movies and just had a lot of fun with our buddies Lurch and Lita. Up there's Moody's mind. Running late.
Pat, wouldn't it be so weird if you were doing that? Only Joe and I are in the comments, like when we're not on.
Well, it's happened. Once or twice where I got stuck and I was running late, and that shit happens.
Yeah,
shite happens. It is what it is.
Shite happens.
But I'm gonna pour myself a cold beer because being around two sick girls for a week.
Is that still going on?
Well, no, my daughter. No, they're
okay.
they got their tattoos today, but now I got a sore throat. It's fucking killing me. Yeah, they got their tattoos today. It was a happy day and a sad day. They got their tattoos, which was nice, mommy daughter day, and my wife's other horse, who was retired and was on like a retirement farm, they had to put him down because he was just old and he was in pain, so it was just time.
Oh, I don't know. I know when you were telling me your wife was into that stuff. I don't know if I ever told you. Like, I grew up near a racetrack, and my parents are big racetrack people. And when one of the horses, like, obviously something broke or whatnot, they take them out right then and there. When that would happen at the racetrack, it was like horrible.
Well, she was actually having her tattoo done, so she had added like his not his name, but like his horse numbers. Like they have like almost like a serial number when they're registered horses. So she put his numbers on her arm.
Oh, wow.
So, hey, what's up, James? How much did the tattoos cost? I think they only charged. Well, it turns out that the guy that does it, he was really good. He's well known in the area. It was tough to get in there to get it, but he's actually a patient of where my wife works. My wife works for a chiropractor, and she was talking about it. And she's been, he knows her from going there, so he kind of squeezed her in, and like I think he did it. They basically had it. "You are my sunshine" tattooed on their arms, matching.
Oh,
with what do you call it? My wife got the horses like numbers, and my daughter got like 2 butterflies, and I want to say he charged like $150 or $160. It was really affordable.
that's actually pretty affordable, isn't it?
And now Kathy's telling him, so now he knows about the podcast. He's all into horror. He does a lot of stuff like that. So she's like, he's like, oh, he wants to do a tattoo on you. He wants to come on the podcast. He loves horror. And I'm like, all right. So I may be getting that Myers tattoo sooner than everybody thinks.
Uh-oh, here we go. How about that?
But yeah, because she's like, oh, he wants to do one for you. And she's like, I said I'd pay for your birthday. And I said, well, maybe I'll go pick something out and see if you can do it.
Yeah, I'm wondering, Pat, like obviously we thought about the one at age 45. Probably you more than me, but maybe age 50, it might be easier because there won't be as much like demand. We would just be going there to go. I think.
Yeah, I thought about it at age 45, and Lurch did it, and Joe did it. But like I said, I didn't want to sit there for an hour or two, depending on what I wanted. I just wanted to enjoy. That's something I could always do, is get a tattoo. I didn't want to, just not do that. The horse's name was Mo. His name was Mo, and the number is it's almost like a serial number, because I didn't even know what the number was until she told me what it was. It was like his I forget what the number is, but his name was Mo.
A flaming Mo. No.
Yeah.
Episode.
That's not the running man, just the busy man. Seriously, because I'm trying to make the book club happen on Thursday, so I'm like trying to cram the chapters just so I can refresh my memory with them. So it looks like the book club is definitely good for Thursday, but I think it's no bueno for the Friday the 13th What If Part 3 this week. I just don't have the time.
Pat, have you taken an Uber recently?
Last time I took an Uber when it was one of the trips to Alabama, when I was going to Alabama doing that stuff.
So obviously, I think, God, I probably took at least 20 Ubers the last couple of days. Have you ever been in an Uber where they've got like the trivia screen, the touch screen in the back? Have you heard about this?
No.
Oh God. Yeah. It's a big like trivia thing that's connected to the web and everything. And like, there's a movie trivia one. Oh God. We were trying to get on the record. And guess what? Most of the top 10s were all in New York. I was not.
Never saw that. Toast from Mo. What is everybody? Thanks, Bill. I'm drinking I was in the mood for a Guinness, so I'm having a Guinness. I could always do a shot later, though.
I saw the Buffalo Kicker.
Oh, Travis. Hits us up with a $4.99 super chat. Thanks, Travis. Travis is the man.
Thank you.
Greetings, everyone. Hope so far so good. We're all above dirt. We're here hanging out, ready to watch the Running Man. Every day above ground is a good day.
Pat, were you watching? Did the Buffalo Kicker? He got Ray Finkeled, huh? They're all willing.
I saw that. Yes, I did see that. Finkel is Einhorn.
Did you see like the meme of the field goal post like adjusted and one side's like wavy?
Oh no, I haven't seen any of them, honestly.
I think that's really that job sucks.
Yeah. Get the Bloodhound logo from Hostel. Just a thought. Yeah. I don't know. He said come in and pick something out. He's going to give a real good deal. You know what it is? He wants to do a real nice job and he wants to come on and talk about like tattoos. He does a lot of like hard tattoos for people. So I'm like, yeah, that's fine by me.
I'd be curious. I don't know if I told you. I think what I really wanted to decide because I didn't want to. I keep on getting sick of wearing my actual wedding ring, so I've always worn these rubber ones. Because just also when I did work out regularly, it was easier. I'm thinking about doing a tattoo of that instead. I've seen other people with a tattoo with their ring. Have you ever seen that?
I've seen people with it. Yeah.
I know on the fingers, I hear it can be pretty rough, but I don't know.
Oh, you're right. So that's right. You're a Baltimore fan, huh?
Hey, well, they look good, James.
They
They
look
look
good,
good,
but
man. The
I gotta root for
Niners
the
look good too.
I got to root for my Chiefs, though. They're not my Chiefs. I root for my buddy who passed. That was his team, so I always root for them.
Yeah, the Chiefs. I think I'm at the point now. Like I just want to see somebody different. I think that's just it with me.
Greetings is on his third coffee, so God, you must
Your third coffee.
you got to be
Shit.
wired. Nice.
Ooh, that sounds. Oh man.
So so we're watching The Running Man tonight. So everybody got it all set up. Brett and I are Brett couldn't find his physical copy. I don't have a physical copy. I thought I did. I might, but I didn't have time to even look. But I thought I had a copy of it. Excuse me, but we just rented it on YouTube for $3.99. It's easy.
Yeah, my collection's all. I got to get it all fixed. There's shit everywhere since COVID. I've got it just all out of order.
But it's on Sling TV if you have it, Apple TV. What other options does it say here? Vudu.
You can pretty much get it anywhere just as long as you pay, I thought.
I guess as long as you pay for it. Yeah, I couldn't find it for free anywhere. I mean, there's a few free sites that I mentioned already that I usually get, but sometimes it freezes and I'm like, not doing a watch long. I don't want to have to play games.
Pat, I looked at it this way. With the amount of food and alcohol I drank that probably cost hundreds of dollars the past few days, what's $3.99 right now?
Well, that's it. For $3.99, I'm like, I'm working right by New York City. If I want to get like a bottle of like Diet Poison, it's like $6 just for a bottle of soda. So what's $3.99 to rent the movie?
I forgot when I went back to watch the episode the other night. I should have paid attention more. I wanted to go back and listen to see the comments. I always like going back to read the comments.
Yeah, that was a marathon too. It's over 3 hours on Sunday. Another marathon, I tell you.
I love Lurch got that 18-inch, that old McFarlane 18-inch of Leatherface. That's awesome.
Yeah, very cool. I actually didn't even open it. Maybe I'll open it later. I got the additional play pieces for the H2 game.
Oh, how about that? That's cool.
And they, instead of just putting it all together, because I ordered 3 sets, they just sent me it 3 times. Because I have 3 sets, because one I opened, so it's got to go with that. One I'm going to keep sealed to go with that, and the other set I'm going to send Colin. Awesome. So yeah, let's do this. Let's get started. Everybody all set? We'll cue it up. I got it ready to go. We'll do a countdown from 3. So for those that are new to our watch-alongs or any watch-alongs on YouTube, one thing you can't do is we can't broadcast it. So if you're expecting us to show it, we can't. You need to watch along with us, and we all just comment like we're sitting here watching it, like we're human versions of Mystery Science Theater.
That's right. And somebody else does that now too. There's another show that's like that now. Anyways, I don't know.
But let's do it. Countdown from 3, 2, 1, and hit play.
This old freaking TriStar.
Yeah, why is my thing?
Where's Deborah Myers? Sorry, that's not funny. Well, actually, the white horse doesn't fly.
Oh, let me lower this. Wow, that's loud. And my headset.
Mine's loud too. So yeah, I sent my brother the link for this tonight too, because I just thought about, I saw this. He took me to see this. We saw 2 movies. Talk about a double feature, Pat. This and 3 Men and a Baby.
Really?
Yeah, they were both at the theater at that time.
Yeah, I mean, this was in the theater when I was working there. I remember watching it in the theater. So I can say I saw it in the theater because I worked there.
Yeah, our Richard Bachman, right? Stephen King, a.k.a. Stephen King.
Richard Bachman. This most definitely started all the reality TV shows in the 90s and 2000s.
I want to go back and watch that one, the Rob Zombie movie with the clowns. That's really good. It kind of inspired
31.
It was inspired by this a little bit, I thought.
That's what that's what I actually mentioned when I did my review. I said it's like loosely influenced by it. I would think it is. I don't know if he's ever said that, but it sure seems like it.
You know what? That part I might have went through pretty quick. Did you? What did you give it? Did you give it a good score?
I gave it an 8.
Yeah, I'd probably give it 8, 8.5. I like it.
I love this movie. I hadn't watched it in so long. I actually forgot about it. We started talking about it. I love how it opens up almost like Escape from New York.
It didn't do big box office.
I remember the theater. The theater wasn't like overflowing, but I always remember a steady crowd when I was working.
It made some money, but it wasn't like drastic. It was only like maybe 10 million over its budget or something like that. Didn't make too much.
Well, this was still when Arnold was getting one-liners and not a lot of dialogue.
Right.
Because it's all one-liners, this whole damn thing. Yeah, exactly, Bill. How funny is that? The year 2017. Hey, that's like what is Escape from New York is 1997.
Yep. Restless Heart. That's a little spoiler. That's gonna be on our topic with Everskate. I love that song at the end of this movie.
Yeah.
Now I was reading on IMDb, some of this helicopter footage, like from the exteriors of the helicopter, was taken from the King Kong remake.
Oh, really? I didn't know.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
The hell with you.
Greetings. I kind of want to see Steve Guttenberg on The Running Man.
Just think about this. After this, he was right around Twins and Red Heat.
Well, this is it. This is when this is probably one right after this is when he really took off for him because there's no dialogue in it. This is just very little dialogue and all one-liners.
There's our screaming, Joe. He's upside down. It looks so ridiculous, doesn't it?
I was going to do that, Lurch, but I was telling Brady, but I'm like, sometimes they tend to freeze. That's why I just said for $3.99, I'll just rent it. It's one of those sketchy pirated sites. Yeah, usually it's like 1, 2, 3 movies or something like that. It's usually the one I watch, and it's usually pretty good. But sometimes it freezes, and I'm like, I'll just rent it. It does remind you of Predator when it starts.
You know, the score to this movie is really good too.
Yeah, it is. That's what Leo was saying. It was one of his favorite scores. Both this and 3 Men and a Baby have a theme song by John Parr.
Yafet Koto, right? Yafet Koto, or whatever you're pronouncing.
Yafet Koto, yeah. Hotel Rwanda. Yeah, man.
What is that movie where people wear the things around their neck? There's a specific movie, the Prisoner movie, isn't there? Where they wear the devices around their necks like this.
Sounds familiar.
Is it called Deadlock? Maybe. Am I wrong?
Sounds like something I've either seen or remember.
To hell with you.
How about the new Halloween items in the Tots catalog? Are there new ones? I haven't been on the site.
Yeah, they posted the Tots catalog today, I think, right?
Oh, that's why aside from like posting on social internet about this stuff, hi, sweetie. I really haven't been online to see anything. I was just so darn busy today.
Yeah.
It was funny because when we were talking about this, I'm like, I forgot about all the people that appeared in this, like Mick Fleetwood, Weasel Zappa.
You grab my
Lynn Shays in one scene. I forgot about all these people.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
Deadlock. Rucker Hauer. That's right. I knew the concept. Bill and his friends loved the movie so much when it came out that they sketched out the plans for a Nintendo game and sent it to Konami. Nice.
So Deadlock. Okay, good call. There you go.
Yeah. Let's pick up Barbarella. Good move. Oh, the Warriors. We got the box set. Yeah. So Barnes and Noble has the Warriors box set. Is that the one? That's not the one from Arrow, right? Is that the one from Arrow?
The Arrow one was 30. You got that for $30, Lurch? That's awesome. If you got it for $30, it's probably like twice as much.
If that's the Arrow one that these guys got, let me know, Lurch, because I'll go pick that up tomorrow. Oh, it's Rob Zombie Halloween stuff. Yeah. Oh yeah. Nothing wrong with it. I just don't. You know me. I just don't collect the zombie stuff anymore. I sold it all off. But I'll check it out to see. I'm sure it's cool stuff. Yeah, exactly. Kenny Loggins was like the movie theme song king in the 80s.
My little ones wonder where Mr. Joe's at.
Where's Mr. Joe? Mr. Joe, see, he's a little tardy.
She's almost
This is his third tardy. We're gonna have to give him detention.
We'll go to Uncle Marky's after Friday.
Give you a lift. That's it. This is just riddled with one-liners.
What's your timestamp at?
I've got 6 minutes and 47 seconds.
Okay, yeah.
What's live on to?
Okay.
Oh, look, it is. It's the hour release. It was $30.
Is that him right there?
Oh, I passed Barnes and Noble on the way home from work. I might as well pop in there tomorrow and buy myself an early birthday gift.
Why isn't he on?
Good old tardy Joe.
Oh, no, his is the caffeine collector. That's his. He was in the chat room. He's probably still.
Schwarzengger or Stallone? I love Schwarzengger, but I go with Stallone. You're on mute, Brady.
Thank you. No, James, you should know us maybe by now, right? Easily Stallone, right?
Yeah, I'd have to go with Stallone. I mean, I love Schwarzenegger. But
God, I watched Commando so many times when I was younger for an R-rated film that I should have been watching at age like 6.
it was a lot. It was pretty violent for what it was. Commando.
Yeah, did you ever see the director's cut? Like the when he's stuck in the shed with all the landscaping stuff?
I don't think I did.
Oh yeah, where you see him completely take a guy's arm off, and he's in the background with the arm off.
Yeah, it was much more violent than you would have expected.
Yeah,
that's gonna give you a headache.
I always got a kick out of the villain in that, Vernon Wells, because he was at the first Halloween convention because they had non-Halloween people there too.
Yeah, for the first one, I remember you telling me that's wild. I mean, now forget it. There's too many of them. You can't fit anybody else in there.
Yeah, like David Naughton was there. That's where I met David Naughton.
Oh, hey, Burrito. Yep, I'm supporting my local favorite brewery, Log Tavern. I was pissed. I was going to go get my growler filled with that peanut butter stout, but I forgot that they are closed on Tuesdays. So, next best thing, I'm having a Guinness.
Nice. My wife was wearing it the other day. She actually really likes it. I'm like, can I have that back?
And it was directed by Paul Michael Glazier, which completely escaped my mind until I watched it with Mike the other night. I was like, I completely forgot. And for those that don't know, that's Starsky from Starsky and Hutch.
That's right. Yeah.
And because he did a lot of movies after Starsky and Hutch, he did directed a lot of television shows too. Completely forgot that.
Did he just pass away?
David Soul did. Hutch did.
Oh, the other guy did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a little Escape from New York vibe here a little bit, don't you? The darkness and everything.
Very much so. Yep. They should have done a sequel where John Matrix's daughter goes to high school, gets kidnapped, Arnold teaming with the two Corys to save her license to go commando. License to go commando. You kill me. I love when you say I love when he sends a super chat. We should just give it back and just say, dude, you're entertaining as hell. Here's the super chat for freaking Travis.
Yes. You know what though? Think about this movie, and we were just talking about Stallone. Like Stallone's movie, kind of like this would be what Demolition Man, right? But Demolition Man, like the future was good. Here, it's like it's a little crazy.
It's dreary.
Somehow, if you could have connected those two worlds, that would have been interesting.
You know what? Bill's in the chat, so I know he wants to promote that everything for Sunday because he's going to be on, and I don't think I'm going to have any time in the next couple of days for us to get together. So, and I said all we have to do is pick a movie to review and watch, and pick a top 5. Why don't we watch Demolition Man on Tuesday? I haven't watched it in a long time.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, awesome.
We'll do that.
all
Yeah.
for it.
What do you say, Billy? Let's do. We can do a review of Demolition Man, and then we'll just do a normal watch along on Tuesday of Demolition Man. You really licked his ass. No. That's kicked his ass.
Yep.
And
Remember the
Sandra
Armor
Bullock
Hot
looks so
Dog
hot
song?
in that.
Oh, this is one of my faves.
Yeah. Oh, there's no toilet paper. There's just 3 shells.
Don't you have a job to do, Edgar, friend?
I love it. I don't think I've ever seen Mick Fleetwood in another movie. Or the Weasel Zappa. Shit, he appeared in some stuff in the 80s. I forget.
What's the name of the deputy in Halloween 5 that gets hung out the window? Remember, he's in Demolition Man. When he goes to Stallone touches him, and it's all the physicality. He's like, oh.
Oh, I forget what I know his name's Charlie. Because remember, Charlie. Mike Myers is outside.
I know his name's Roger Predactor in Ace Ventura.
Yeah, it's Roger Predactor, exactly. Stay with the little girl.
Dude, Arnold should have went more with a freaking beard in this. This would have been good. Hello, sweetheart.
Hello.
What you doing?
Anyone here? What's that greeting say? Anyone hear Austrian Death Machine? They do a song called "I Hope You Leave Enough Room for My Fist" on one of the albums. Hey, Lisa. Wow, I did not. No, I've never heard of Austrian Death Machine. I'm assuming it's like a death metal band, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Is this one?
You don't know what this one is?
Running Man?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sending you the direct lane jump
Oh,
on it.
actually.
Also, don't know how long they'll be on
It doesn't
sale.
work with this new headphone. This headset.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go tomorrow.
I didn't have anything yet.
Oh,
I ran out of time getting them fed. They're both fed with veggies.
I know.
I hope she didn't throw out her veggie.
Die Hard was
guts.
supposed to be a Commando sequel, but Arnold turned it down to do Twins.
That's right.
Yeah.
Die Hard went through a lot of different stuff, though. A lot of different people involved with it. You know, Clint was involved with it forever.
Yeah, watch the Demolition Man because you can do a review with us, and then I'll just pencil it in. And now we just need a top 5, and then I can put it all together tonight, Bill. And then you can promote the shit out of it.
I was telling Pat on our chat here, Mark took me to see this when my parents, I think, were Christmas shopping or something. This and 3 Men and a Baby. Talk about a double feature, right?
Very opposites.
Wasn't Dweezil on the show Happy Hour in the 90s? Honestly, I don't remember. In the 90s, I was out partying a lot, so I don't really remember any TV shows in the 90s. Except towards the end of the 90s, that 70s show. So I don't know. Maybe. He's been in a lot of stuff. Him and his sister, Moon.
I've only seen it once from beginning to end.
Greetings.
Hell of a
to
guitar
Grass.
player, too.
Remember
Dweezil Zappa is an insane guitar player. I've seen him many, many times.
Happy Hour in the 90s. Did you ever watch that show?
Happy Hour.
I think that might have been something you would watch.
Happy Hour.
There he is, Richard Dawson. Go back and play The Feud.
Love him. Let's play the feud.
Dude, this guy, talk about this guy. You remember watching this guy, Family Feud? He was all about grabbing asses and kissing women.
Mm-hmm. If he was doing it nowadays, he'd be behind bars probably.
Shit, he was married. Who was he? He was married to oh shit. He was married to Doris Day.
Okay.
For a while.
Love you. He was married to Doris Day?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. This is where you totally get him as a heel here.
Yeah. Yeah, like you just see he's a dick.
I forgot the name of the security guy in this movie. You remember Mallrats, the Kevin Smith movie? He's he's LaFours,
Yeah.
the
You
security
have to
guard.
put that movie on one of our comedy watch alongs.
Oh, Mallrats is great. Yeah.
It's Arnold the Builder.
Yeah. To hell with you. I wouldn't be surprised if that was his World's Gym actual shirt.
Can we fix it? Yes, we can.
Don't disturb my friend. He's dead tired.
Oh, the
Yeah,
show
I
used
would
to
think
come on at
Mallrats.
the-
This group, our group of friends here, I would think Mallrats. That's like a big group movie we all like.
Oh yeah, Bill just put it in there. He's loved Mallrats. Yes, I think it would go over good. What's timestamp? Timestamp. I have 16 minutes and 10 seconds. Lurch.
That is correct. Arnold is holding up women's clothing.
Women's what is it? Pantyhose. Yeah, well, aren't a lot of these guys in here, the big guys, just like they were like buddies of his that were like workout friends? Am I correct?
Well, yeah, and I don't really think he
Like,
was
like
tight with.
weightlifters.
I don't think he was really tight with. Or Jesse was really tight with Arnold, but he did this at Predator with him.
Yeah.
The body.
I did make comments on. I had forgotten what a great body Maria Conchita Alonso had on her.
Yeah, she doesn't really act anymore, does she?
I don't even remember the last time I've seen her in anything.
Yeah, easy to dig her in this.
Yeah, she. I'm like, wow, I forgot what a great body she had. She was cute as hell.
Look at that toupee.
Captain Freedom workout.
That toupee on Jesse Ventura. Oh my god. And who's her other buddy in this movie? Where is it?
Yeah, I can't remember last time I saw a movie with her. I love like the porn stash on the picture on Arnold.
You know who's in this too? They just showed him, the production guy, Kurt Fuller. He's in a ton of stuff. Remember Kurt Fuller? He was in Wayne's World.
Wayne's World, yeah.
Hi guys. I remember him in the lousy Hulk Hogan movie, No Holds Barred. He's the main TV production manager, boss guy. So did Arnold use her razor, you assume, to shave?
Yeah, right. Shaved her legs. He shaved his porn stash off. I'll go innocent. Kurt Fuller was in No Holds Barred.
Yeah,
Great deal.
see, James? Yeah.
Every Predator movie has a Latin American female lead, so people get them confused, I think.
No Holds
It's
Barred,
super
but
fun.
was probably around the time you were in the theater too, Pat. That working there then. Because that was 88, 89.
I'm trying to think if I've ever seen it in the theater there. Because like I said, it was only a 4-screen theater, so sometimes we didn't get some movies.
There he is. He's good. I wonder if he's still doing stuff. I should look him up.
Who?
Kurt Fuller. But you can't beat Arnold's name in this, Ben Richards. It just sounds badass.
It does. And Richard Dawson, Damon Killian.
Killian, yeah.
It's such a great name.
I go back on YouTube every once in a while and find the funniest Family Feuds things that have happened when he hosted, though. They're good.
Oh, I love all the old Family Feuds. Every once in a while I'll get like on a tear and just watch a bunch of them. I mean, Ray Combs, the guy that came after him, was sort of okay.
I liked him, the short guy that would always take the women's heels and put them on.
Yeah, he was okay, and it was such a tragic story with him too, killing
But he
himself.
hung himself in a closet, right, or something.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Terrible.
He
He was funny, dude. Though, yeah.
He was good. He was a good replacement. But nobody beats Richard Dawson. I mean, I remember watching this as a kid with my grandmother. Like if I was home from school, sick or something, she loved Richard Dawson.
I just remember those suits he would wear, some of those 3-piece ones with the collars and everything.
Oh, he was always dressed. He was always dressed to the nines.
Look at that face. I thought they paused it like right when I was there. But
Oh, look at that. Her all tied up.
she's in good shape.
She looks
though.
great tied up. Sorry. Did I say that out loud?
You must be very proud of yourself. I don't know if you guys did you guys ever hear like those videos where people would like prank call people and they would take lines from his movie and play them when they're pranking?
Yeah, I remember that.
That's like one of the lines they would use a lot. You must be very proud of yourself.
Very good. What's up, man? Richard Dawson was great. Oh, he was great in Hogan's Heroes.
Oh yeah.
I watch Hogan's Heroes almost every day because it's on Pluto TV every night. Great show. Hogan, we have ways of making you talk, Hogan.
Yeah, see, they screwed up though when they kind of falsified the stuff and she caught it. That's the big part. When they tried
Cadre
to show
Cola.
that
Yeah, we talked about this, James. About there's a shit ton of movies turning 40 this year. And we're thinking about just like we should make a whole list of the big movies turning 40 and just do like a whole month of 40th anniversary watch-alongs.
we were talking about that. Did we talk about, even though it's not movie related, Hulkamania turned 40 yesterday? It was
Wow.
the 40th anniversary of him beating the Iron Sheik, and wrestling was never the same.
I watched that. Yeah, I watched that on pay-per-view. I watched probably the first 5 WrestleManias, I think, back in the day.
When he's going to be taking all the shit out of her bag.
MB says, "Hi guys, we just got home and Joe passed out. He's pooped from all day clinic."
Oh, hey MB, yeah, I hope. Dang, okay. Long shifts out, but yeah, they work long shifts though, don't they? Work like 12s.
Long
I
day.
thought they work long shifts. Yeah. Well, I hope you're doing well, MB.
Yeah, no worries. Tell him rest up. We'll see him on Sunday.
It's okay. It's time for then we just get to catch up since I wasn't on the other night.
Yeah, right.
That's right. Did you guys hear like how Hulk Hogan rescued like this woman out of her car? Like there was like a woman that was caught in a car crash, or he helped him and Hogan's wife helped the girl get out of the car.
In real life?
Had a car. Yeah, this happened down in Florida like a week or two ago.
Oh wow, no, yeah.
So just like what freaking Lurch just said, when it comes crashing down, it hurts inside. That's the start of his theme, right?
Yeah.
So Shane Hurricane Helms, who's a retired wrestler, he works for WWE. After that post of Hogan doing the rescuing came out, he put, "When your car's crashing down and you're trapped inside."
Oh, God.
It's so bad.
The outfit he's wearing would pair well with the music from Commando, that Caribbean steel drum stuff.
Yeah. Dude, he makes that jump off that plane in Commando like feel like it's just like nothing. He jumps on a huge ass lily pad.
Yeah, that's definitely one we got to do it too. Commando. And what did you do, honey? You got him caught, and you know what? They're going to get you too. That's what you get.
One of us is in big trouble. Oh, that's at the end, right?
Yeah.
You're that asshole on TV.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's perfect for Richard Dawson, though, right?
Oh, this part was made for him. This movie has the douchebag from Ghostbusters 2 and is written by the guy who wrote Die Hard, which has the douchebag from Ghostbusters 1. Yeah.
Lurch, thank you, dude. That's
Lurch
awesome.
with a super chat. Thanks,
Dude.
buddy. You have to do that. Add to for the love of horror fun. Thanks for the. Well, you know what? I'll take that. We're going to take that. I'm going to put it aside, and then you make sure you come with us, and we'll be buying drinks with it. Start saving, boys. Start saving. We need to go.
They've been adding a lot of people.
That horror movie podcast goes abroad. Not with a broad. Well, I'll be bringing a broad. I'll be bringing my wife.
Yeah, he passed away not too long ago. The guy from Aliens, Koto.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
I think it was that episode that Sean Clark had where he had the other agents on, or maybe it was a separate.
I remember that was a
conversation.
long episode where they all talked about booking stuff.
Yeah,
and
and
how
one of
it
the
works.
guys, one of those guys, repped that guy, that Koto guy,
Uh-huh.
and it wasn't a good experience.
Oh, I don't remember talking about that. I, truth be told, didn't watch the whole thing. I got one of these days. I got to go back. It was long. It was a real long episode. It was informative, but long.
Yeah, Bill's right though. This Predator, Commando, these three have some of the best one-liners for
Yeah, and
Arnold.
James saying, yeah, who does this movie have the best Arnold Schwarzenegger one-liners?
I really relate to Commando a lot with stuff.
Right.
There's just, but Predator's got him. This one, oh. And come on, you know what? I guess it'll be easy to say. Kindergarten Cop definitely has a ton, just because of obviously the.
With the kids, yeah.
There is no bathroom. Remember how big the tumor thing was forever too? It's not a tumor, no.
It's now a tumor.
Look at his face. He's like, ah. If I was in better shape, I would want to like try to find like the Running Man suit and wear that for Halloween one time.
Yeah. I wouldn't be the running man. I'm too fat for that. I'd be the drinking man.
I like it with the come here, Christmas tree, come here, light bulb.
So Bill says Predator and Commando of the best one-liners. Let's see. Travis is saying Predator, Jingle All the Way, Kindergarten Top have the best for him. Oh, shout out to Blake, who's I know he's busy. He's got some stuff going on, and we're thinking about you,
Yes.
Blake, you and your wife.
Yes. His
He
wife
was
had
like,
a
I'm gonna
surgery.
miss surgery. He's like, I'm gonna miss it. He's like, you guys got to do a fantasy recast of this.
Wow, that's a great idea.
So think of the main players in this, right? You know, from Schwarzenegger to Richard Dawson,
He's
you know, Ventura, Jim Brown. So who do you think he could do this now?
realistically, I bet you Jason Statham would be the ideal person. Like I figure who Hollywood would pick. I think he kind of just fits Arnold thing. He's not like built like Arnold, but he's in good shape.
I don't know. What about like Hugh Jackman?
Yeah. We should have we done our top 5 Arnold movies or top 10 Arnold? We probably should do that.
I'm gonna write that down because no, we
Bill-
have not.
Oh yeah, I don't have my pen. You got it. If you got it written down, good.
Where is?
Thank you, Bill. Bill gets a point.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, Lurch, that's a real good idea to get a pine clip. Maybe Pat and I, we'll talk about that with Joe, try to figure out how we get that logo on a glass. See if it's expensive, if it's something that would be worthwhile. Will definitely be worth it. It's just
I can look into that. I've been meaning to look into that Teespring and try to see if I can set that up. And I just been, like I said, busy as all hell.
Yeah, John Cena would be bad. I'd buy with that being a wrestling fan. Could take that. Here is Sub-Zero, now Plane Zero.
What about
Ideally,
would
I
be
guess
good?
that you could have said The Rock for a while, but
who would be good in the Richard Dawson role? It's Killian.
oh fuck, you know who could do it well? Maybe just because I've been watching it like crazy now is the guy that's played Reacher, the guy in the TV show, because he's huge as fuck. He's a big boy.
I think. Who would be good
What, for this role?
for Dawson?
Oh, Richard Dawson.
For Richard Dawson, that's the Damon Killian role.
Well,
Joe
when
Rogan,
Paul-
I don't know. He just looks too big.
I always go to Paul Giamatti. But Paul Giamatti, when he
I was thinking Giamatti too when you said that. I was actually thinking he was in the back
when
of my
he's
head.
pretty evil in Billions, I could see it a little bit, and he could probably throw some good one-liners out there.
Yeah,
There's other guys though too.
Ryan Reynolds. Wahlberg. Yeah. Well, Ryan still reps his horror movie podcast with Shirt with Pride.
Awesome. Ryan, good support, bud. Awesome.
Oh yeah, this movie, lot of things in this movie relative to what's going on these days.
And Paula
Probably won't forget
Abdul was the dance choreographer for this, I was reading.
Yeah,
Which
and
makes sense because she was.
the sound engineer's audio, like for the music, was Alan Howarth, and George B. Wilbur did stunts.
Was that a big bottle of Hennessy they had on the top shelf there in the background? Oh, I saw a guy get upset. I saw a guy get upset for putting the wrong type of using the wrong type of glass with cognac. That was interesting to the other night.
For using the wrong type of glass with cognac, really?
I'm like, what the hell's the difference? You're not paying for it.
And it's exactly. Come on, and it's going to the same
I'll fucking
place.
drink it out of a coffee cup.
Get ridiculous. Bill Murray and Woody Harrelson. I could see that as Killian.
Oh God, Bill Murray, because you know what I'm thinking of? Big Earn. Because he after seeing him do Big Earn, he could do this. Yes,
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Bill Murray was considered for Max Cady in the Cape Fear remake.
Wow, that would have
I
been
don't
weird.
know. That's not bad, Lurch. If James Caan was still alive as Richard Dawson.
Oh yeah. James Caan, I believe, isn't he the villain in Eraser? With with Schwarzengger. That's
Oh, that's a great movie.
Special Reserve, Bill. That-a-boy.
Look at that. Yeah, I have maybe tomorrow. I'll stop at one of these liquor stores one day and see if I can get that.
Weller, Eagle Rare. Yeah, I do have a spot for Eagle Rare, so I know. I think Lurch was saying he was trying to find it too.
Well, if you want to do, you guys want to do a shot, just say when. I just gotta go get something. Showtime.
For some reason, I wouldn't mind seeing Samuel Jackson get his ass kicked in that role as Killian.
Okay, so now if you had to recast the players, you could recast Dynamo, Buzzsaw. So who would be
Wow.
good as Dynamo?
The first guy?
Dynamo, it could be Jack Black.
Sure. Or the guy that played the villain in Mad Max Fury Road. He looked like a wild man.
Who could do Buzzsaw?
I'm going to fantasy recast wants to see. Oh, this part's funny. This is where he stabs him in the back with the fucking pen.
Yeah. Who would be good as Buzzsaw? I'm thinking Hogan would probably look good now, but he's a little too old now. But yeah, that's good. Yeah, Dave Bautista.
Dave Bautista would be
Buzzsaw.
good. You know, Stone Cold still moves around pretty well where he could play one of these guys too.
True. Don't forget to send me a copy. What about Fireball? Jim Brown. Who would play Fireball?
I'd pick the guy that just got in trouble for messing around with the women or roughing them up or whatever. The guy that was the boxer in the last Creed movie. He's the villain in one of the last Marvel movies as well. I think he was the villain in Ant-Man. I'm trying to think of his name.
He's not really all that big, but I don't know. I can see like Don Cheadle be funny. Yeah, Stone Cold, Steve Austin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Batista could play. Yeah, Batista could actually play Jesse Ventura's role, right, Ryan?
Yeah, because Batista's been pretty successful now after
This is
wrestling.
Buzzsaw? Oh yeah.
Yeah, but like they would put like a toupee on him, put a wig on him like they did with Jesse Ventura. Put it
Yeah.
on Austin, he would look so silly.
Giancarlo Esposito as the host. As
That's
Killian.
excellent.
Travis. Travis hit it on the head.
Or shit, how about Bradley Bradley, what's his name there? Bryan Cranston. Bryan Cranston wouldn't be
Bryan
bad.
Cranston would be good. Yeah, I like that.
Because he's a good baddie, too. He's
Ooh.
played a baddie.
That's good. Ving Rhames is Fireball.
Ving Rhames, excellent. I keep on forgetting he was in People Under the Stairs. He just doesn't last long. We were talking
What
about
about
films.
what about who plays? I'm forgetting her name, but Maria Conchita Alonso's part. Who could play her? She's got to have a nice body, and she could even have a Spanish accent and everything.
Well, if she was still acting, I don't think she's taking care of her kids. Ryan Gosling's kids. Eva Mendes would have been good.
Yeah. Oh God, could you imagine Christopher Walken as Killian?
Oh God,
Well,
I'd lose my mind.
You see, John. Well,
I would have
Gina
said Rosie
Carano.
Perez if she was younger, but she would have been annoying as hell.
Yeah, she is annoying as hell. But Gina Carano, yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, Gina Carano, that's a good one. Like Ronda Rousey wouldn't fit because she's not really. I don't know if that would work.
Nah, too just too big and a little bit too mannish.
You know, she might be. Maybe she'd look too short. But how about Jordana Brewster? She'd be a good one from the Fast and Furious films. The prequel to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Remember her?
Yeah, or Salma Hayek.
So you know, just popped up as my notification is all the Good Names Are Taken podcast. They're short about John Carpenter discusses how Michael Myers originally escapes.
Yeah. Oh, Sofia Vergara. Yeah.
Excellent, Lurch.
I like that, Lurch.
That might be the cake right there. That's it. Yeah.
Bill says, "Is it foggy by you, Brett? It's so foggy here now. Waiting for the passengers of the Elizabeth Dane to come crashing through my front window."
I'm down in the basement here, Bill, but when I get done, I'll have to check it out.
Hey, Bill, there's a fog bank out there.
Still time for one more story.
Jessica Chastain, yeah.
I really like her.
Good one.
That's a good one. I do like her a lot.
Anna de Armas. The contrast would be hilarious.
Give me Amy Adams. Let's throw Amy Adams.
Amy Adams, yeah. Could us guys in the shape I'm in now? Oh, fuck no. Hell's no.
Get me out of here, guys. I'm going to hear that guy.
All right, just take me out. Just take me out now. Do it quick.
The guy at the glasses, what's his name? Get me out of here, guys. He's screaming at here in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Get me out of here. So would he use I'll be back if he didn't use it in Terminator? Probably not, right?
That's true, right? Yeah.
You know which part I always got a kick out of this movie is when the contestants start like pulling for Ben Richards. Remember when the one lady's like, "I'm going with Ben Richards."
Yeah. Who do you think next killed me? Ben Richards.
What?
He's like, what?
I should make it like a goal to get into one of those Running Man
I'll
outfits
be
before
back.
Halloween.
Only in a rerun.
You know what's funny? Does that make you think when he pauses there for a second and then thinks about what to say before he says something? He's like, don't you get the impression he might be like telling the truth? He's like, oh shit. He's like, huh?
Yeah, I said that before, Lurch. I mentioned it on we did the review. I
that's
didn't know
right.
when I watched along, when I watched this with Mike over the weekend, and we were watching the credits, I saw Alan Howarth did part of the sound. We didn't do the score, but he was like sound engineer. And then it said stunts, George P. Wilbur. I'm like, fucking hey, George P. Wilbur was in this too.
Well, dude, we would even have to celebrate Commando because remember, freaking Dick Warlock, Ray Down Chung pushes him down the stairs. It's
That's
the
right.
cop, the ball cop. Hey, lady, stop! I thought that looked like a fun ride, but I think it was going way too fast because their face is about ready to like rip off. Look at those freaking earrings on her. Those things look ridiculous. It is in the future. I get it.
I guess they were trying to be futuristic with the stuff.
They look like sharp edges. They're like, oh, raw footage.
There's Joel Kinnaman as Arnold, Brian Tyree, Henry, or Craig Robinson in Kodo's role, and Justin Long as the nerdy dude, and Giancarlo's the villain.
You know, the new Superman, the last Superman could have played Arnold too. Henry Cavill, he's not bad.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, right. When they had that exchange, it was at that moment he knew he fucked up.
This is like Family Feud all over right here.
Bill's like, sure, I'd do well in the Running Man if I were on. I'd be basking in the Maui sun with the other two winners from last season. Oh, yeah, we talked. Did we? We said about doing some of the Death Wish movies.
Oh yeah, that Death Wish 2. God, my dad would always talk about
1 and
that
2
movie.
is so damn good. Oh, so yeah, I was going to show
second
this
one with that fucking maid. Oh God, she just gets ripped to shreds. It's terrible.
So for those that got the Halloween 2 board game, I got my extra pieces in the mail. So these pieces are the characters from the Halloween 2 board game commercial.
I choose Ben
Let
Richards.
me open one of them up. I got one for each set.
Get me out of here, guys.
So you have Dorothy, Glenn, and Julie. So these are the 3 people from the commercial. The commercial for the Halloween 2 board game. Did you order this, Brett?
Remember, they sold out. Hopefully,
Yeah,
they.
they sold that for me too, but it just went on order. And then when they got more, they sent them to me.
Yeah, I was waiting for it to get back up. I might check it out here again.
Yeah, check it out, because if they have them shipping, they might have more.
Yeah, George Wilbur plays what, a Lieutenant Lurch? Is that right? Is that what you saw too, or some sort of deputy?
Bill wants a copy of the Running Man home game, just like all those contestants got.
I don't think this came out as a Nintendo game because all the movies were coming out as Nintendo games back then. This would have been a good game. You could probably still do this as a game.
Jason Momoa as Sub-Zero. That's a banger. Yeah.
It looks like a lot of guys that he doesn't end up fighting though in the locker room there, right? He looked like he was pissed he got cut off there by Richard Dawson.
Oh yeah,
right?
he definitely looked like he was pissed. Yeah, it is like so reminiscent of like Escape from New York.
Only in a rerun.
Yeah, he was. Toru Tanaka was great in this movie.
Fuck, now I know why I couldn't find this, Pat. I was looking for a regular DVD of this. This is a steel book. I have a steel book of this movie.
Oh, you have a steel book.
I was looking for a regular case. Yes, I haven't done inventory in like 5 years.
What is your weather like over there?
I'm going to tell you, it was icy. School was canceled again today for the kids.
Yeah, same here. The kids had no school, so it was perfect because my daughter wasn't going to go because they were getting your tattoos. And now it's supposed to be tonight, freezing rain and some snow. Beautiful. It's going to be fun driving to work in the morning.
Yeah, because foggy conditions until 3 a.m. with drizzles until 7 a.m. here, Bill. That's what I got.
Yeah,
It's
it's gonna
34
suck.
degrees. 34 degrees. Is it
I'm
that
gonna
warm by you?
No, the temperature's dropping. Then, so we're getting freezing rain. Right now, it's 32 right now. Snow showers. I can't stand this time of year, especially since my birthday's in like 2-3 weeks, because it just means I'm another year older. This is great. He's playing hockey with him.
Yeah, this guy was in a lot of movies at this time. This Tanaka guy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, think about these movies. He's in Last Action Hero, Pee-wee's Big
there it is,
Adventure.
Bill. The Running Man home board game. What was that, Brett?
That guy was in Last Action Hero, Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Running Man, Dark Man,
He was in a lot of shit. Yeah.
Dead Heat with Joe Piscopo. Remember that?
Oh God, that's great. Dead Heat.
Three Ninjas.
Didn't we talk about doing Wise Guys? We got to do Wise Guys.
One of the most underrated
Oh, I
comedies
love
ever,
Wise
and it is a
Guys.
Martin Scorsese film.
Love that movie. To
I'm gonna
this
tell you-
day, I do that.
Dude,
Thank you, Mr. Acavano.
Pat, yeah, we've talked about that because remember freaking when Joe Piscopo realizes that they got the wrong horse winning and now he's watching the screen and he's slowly, no,
No.
Mr. Costello. And there's another wrestling reference there, Captain Lou Albano
After
there.
the Albano, yeah.
Yeah, remember at the gas in the house? Who fought it?
And remember when they go down to Atlantic City, who's the head of the Atlantic City casino but Harvey Keitel?
That's right. Another Dan Hedaya movie, too.
Yeah. Oh, God, I love Dan Hedaya.
God, this guy was in so many movies around this time. He's been dead now. I just looked him up. He's been dead since 2000. Been dead for a while.
He's been dead for the last couple of seconds. Arnold just killed him.
Like Arnold looks like the bad guy here. That's what's so funny. Everybody's like, "Oh my god, he killed a hero."
Is that Missy Vaughn from Pee Wee's Playhouse? Sub-Zero is the butler from Pee Wee's Big Adventure. Yeah.
Giving high fives.
It's just horrible.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Yeah, I hope the groundhog does it. Somebody should just shoot the damn groundhog. One of my favorite movies to watch too, Groundhog Day, with Bill Murray. So, oh God, I love that movie. It's me, Ned Ryerson. You know,
That's a Chicago native. That guy, Ned, Stephen Trabowski.
Stephen Tobolowsky.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a piece of shit. I remember he was the skeevy piece of shit in Single White Female. And Jason Lee kills him. Trying to see what is Groundhog Day full on this year. Oh, it's on a Friday.
Wait, Groundhog Day's on a Friday?
Yeah, you want to do a watch along of Groundhog Day on a Friday night?
That's on a Friday. I thought it was on a Thursday.
No, let me just double check again. February 2nd. All
Oh,
day
I had to-
Groundhog.
No, yeah, should be good.
You want to do a watch along of Groundhog Day?
I will watch it. I respect the movie. It's filmed obviously right near where I live. Not the biggest fan of it, but I will watch it because it's around here. So
You don't like that movie? I love Groundhog Day. Andy McDowell was so hot in it too.
I like another Bill Murray that's shot in your neck of the woods in New York. Quick Change. I love that movie. That movie's funny.
That's good
though.
too. Yeah.
Jason Robards is great in that.
Bill watches Groundhog Day every day. Yeah, my wife and I watch it. We love it. Groundhog Day.
You see, the guy Dynamo, the big guy, right? Oh,
Uh-huh.
This is Buzzsaw first.
This is
That's
Buzzsaw
right.
now. Yeah.
But the light up guy, Dynamo. Remember, he's the guy in Stir Crazy, the bald guy that's rooming with Gene Wilder. He's in
Yeah,
the cell
it
with
is
them.
him. I like when they're recording. He's like, hello,
Yeah.
hello.
They become friends with them, and all the freaking guards are
They're
like
yelling.
shocked.
They're playing cards with him. They're just yelling at him.
I always got a kick out. He helped them break out, but he didn't want to break out. He didn't care.
Oh God, man. It's just too many movies to watch because that's another one, man. We got to go down the whole Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor rabbit hole.
Some of my favorite films. There he is.
Yep. What the hell was his name in it? Remember that he had a word like a one-word name?
His name's Dynamo in this.
No. In Stir Crazy when he was the inmate.
I don't know, but he was only in like 2 or 3 movies because he was a teacher.
Speaking of Jennifer Jason Leigh, why does the guy in Hitcher take one bite of each French fry before picking it up and no one annoyed the hell out of me? It's true. I don't know. Wasn't Buzzsaw a champion? Well, he probably was because a lot of Arnold's friends were in this. A lot of his buddies. She looks good in that outfit.
A lot of people are dead in this movie.
Bill says, so am I drinking alone here? Shot poured and ready. Any takers? Oh, I'm bad. My bad. Just gotta give me 1 second to get up and hit the liquor cabinet. I can go for one.
Erland Van Lith is his name, and
maybe it'll help my
real
throat
life.
because I took some ibuprofen, but my throat is definitely sore. It hurts.
Oh, he's Grossberger. That was his name.
Grossberger. I'm like, I knew it was a one-word name. I know it was his last name, but it was just a name you'd remember. Grossberger. That's it.
He died. You're not gonna believe it. He died this year. This movie came out. He died in '87.
And the guy, not the. Why am I drawing a blank on his name? Not
Travis.
not the-
Travis. I can see that. I can see that, man. I get that. Yes. I get that. Don't you?
Cocaine. Why am I drawing a blank on the guy? It's not the warden from Stir Crazy, but like the deputy warden. He was the dad in the Poltergeist. Why am I drawing a blank on his name?
Craig T. Nelson.
Craig T. Nelson. That's it.
That's why that movie is
Just
so
drew a
funny
blank.
because him and Joe Beth Williams are in that movie, but they're not in a scene together, of course. And then what they do, Poltergeist.
They do Poltergeist together. That's right. Yep. Oh, hold on. Let me go get a. See, but we're gonna have to. Actually, maybe we'll get a B&B and make my throat feel better. Hold on. Be right back.
Ah, shit! I'll go get mine. I'll stay on until you go, and then I'll get mine. I know we've talked a lot of Arnold movies. We don't talk about True Lies. True Lies is a good, that movie. It brought Jamie Lee Curtis back because her career was on a downslide. And I really thought they should have made a sequel to that. Maybe a few years after that. I bet you if he didn't run for office, he probably we would have saw a sequel to that. What's Joe? Moody's mind. He loves End of Days. I'm not the biggest End of Days fan. I know him for this being a horror podcast because that's kind of like a horror film. And finally, when Schwarzenegger and Stallone did do a movie together, besides The Expendables, the first Escape Plan movie, I really enjoy. I don't think a lot of people like it as much, but it's good to me.
Sorry about that. I figured I'd take the opportunity to take a leak too.
Yeah, I was just talking. I was thinking about, we've been talking about Arnold. We didn't talk about some of his later ones. Like, remember Joe loves End of Days. We were talking End of Days.
Mm-hmm.
True Lies, because True Lies, that really brought Jamie Lee Curtis's career back up.
Yeah, True Lies was great. She looked amazing in it.
Yeah. And you know what, guys, I love Last Action Hero, and it bombed. I just think there's so many funny things in that film too.
I gotta go back and watch it. I didn't dislike it. I don't know why it got so much hate, but I do have to go back and revisit it.
It's got a great soundtrack too.
I'm right there with you, Bill. Tom Arnold was actually tolerable in True Lies. He really was.
Bill Paxton's awesome in True Lies.
Yes.
I got a little dick. It's pathetic.
I forgot about that. So yeah, I'm gonna have a little screwball.
Okay, I'll be right back then.
Just because I had a hankering for that peanut butter stout, so I'm gonna have this.
How about no zero?
Oh, I love the Conan movies. Yeah, I love the Conan movies, man. I was a big fan of the first one I remember when I first saw it. I didn't see it in the theater. I remember watching. I think it was either on HBO or Cinemax, and it just mesmerized me. Two of my favorite movies like that, probably in the early '80s, was Conan and the Beastmaster. I love the Beastmaster. Oh, fell in love with Tanya Roberts in that movie. Escape Plan 2 was trash, but Escape Plan 3 with Devin Sawa was surprisingly decent. I didn't see part 3. It was the same president as Shawshank. I'm gonna go check out part 3. Oh, I forgot that Megadeth has a song on that. So, Bill, while we got you, so we'll do a movie review of Demolition Man on Sunday night. And what you want to do? Top 5 Arnold Schwarzenegger films for Sunday night? What do you think, Brett?
What was that, bud? Sorry.
So we could do a movie review of Demolition Man for the podcast, and we could do our top 5 Arnold movies.
Excellent. Excellent.
And so this way I can get everything set up because Bill wanted to start promoting everything. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
I said so. I'll put that as soon as the podcast is over, Bill. I'll get it ready, send out a link, and you can just send that shit to everybody, coast to coast.
Yeah. Okay. Bill liked it. Yeah. I saw the Escape Plan sequels, Travis, and they were terrible. Yeah. Yeah. The Conan.
You can promote the new band, Lipstick Nipple.
God, we got to remember too how big Terminator 2 was, and it was groundbreaking with those effects, and that was 91. So we're talking about 4 years after this, and he rode high on freaking Terminator 2 for a bit.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you got your thing here. I got my Buffalo Trace, the kosher, the Jewish series.
It's kosher. Good, it's kosher for Passover. You're a Gentile. Did you see Stallone? Did you see Sylvester Stallone as a Terminator or Arnold was? I could see Stallone as the Terminator. You know,
I could too.
I could see that.
Arnold, or I'm gonna tell you, Stallone. I could never get Stallone as a villain. To me, I never think it could ever work. For me, just me.
Trying to think of where. Yeah, so I don't know. There was no role that I could think of. Correct me if I'm wrong. Where he was a villain.
The Spy Kids movie, he kind of there's the one Spy Kids.
He kind of
movie.
was, but it was it's a kids movie, so it wasn't really.
He's not exactly a villain, but he's a mobster in that show, the Sheridan show, and that show's so good. I hope
He was. He was Death Race 2000.
Oh yeah.
That sort of, and I guess maybe you could like a greaser piece of shit in Lords of Flatbush.
Yeah, Total Recall, Bill. Yeah, Total Recall is one of the ones that I'm not as hot on as other people are. I like it, but there's other films I prefer.
Telling you, Bill, we got to collaborate on a song. We got to write the first song for Lipstick Nipple.
Lipstick Nipple. Now I'm
A
not a fan of Junior.
a new super group between the Everscathe and that horror movie podcast called Lipstick Nipple.
Oh, remember The Sixth Day with Robert Duvall? That movie's wild. Yeah, I forgot about The Sixth Day. An Arnold show on Netflix was really funny, where him and his daughter were both spies. Fubar, God, that show was funny as shit.
Fubar. You know what? And I'm thinking now, because when I did give the review, I did mention that I thought maybe Rob Zombie drew from this for inspiration, and this just hit me even more because he's got two guys. He's got the one guy with the freaking chainsaw, the two brothers in 31 with chainsaws, just like this. I didn't think of it till just now. Skinny into the shit lobsters. Yeah, my dad always. No offense to anybody that's religious. My dad's big joke was every time somebody say, "Oh, who's your favorite band?" He'd say Pontius Pilate and his Crazy Nail Drivers.
Jesus. I forgot about Raw Deal.
Joe's missing it. He's missing. He does it good.
Oh, we talked about Jingle All the Way a lot at one of our hospitality suites because Jeremy,
Wasn't bad. Jingle All the Way.
He's a big fan of the Turbo Band. He's got like 3 or 4 different versions of the Turbo Band. So I poured this unless you guys already had it.
Oh, I got mine. You still got yours poured, Bill, or did you drink it already? Let us know if you still got it, but we're doing it.
Oh, God, remember him. And how can we forget everybody's dreadful Batman and Robin? He's Mr. Freeze.
Oh, Mr. Freeze. I forgot
Everybody chill.
Oh, that's right. Ugh, that was cringy.
That was hard, wasn't it?
Oh, cheers. Down the hatch. Oh, God, that's good. Actually,
you guys broke me there. Better. I wasn't going to have any alcohol.
Before Bobbit, there was Buzzsaw. Hey, what's up, Blake? Tonight's forecast, a freeze.
That's right.
How's everything going, Blake? Hope everything's good over there, buddy.
Yeah. Said some prayers for you early today, you and your family.
We have been working on your fantasy recast of this film throughout the whole episode. So when you get some free time, when and if you do get some free time with everything you got going on.
Yeah, I'll have to message
you.
Hey,
Christmas tree.
Come here, light bulb. I'll have to message you, Blake, about the Royal Rumble pool we're doing at our watch party on Saturday.
The King Kong Bundy could have did this role too, because they look like they could be brothers.
Yep. They often got confused with that, especially with Stir Crazy.
Follow me, light bulb.
Come here, Christmas tree. And you always forget that he comes back, remember, towards the end.
Yeah. He gets all creepy and you see him in his freaking tighty whities trying to get on top of Maria Conchita Alonso.
Problem occurred. Uh-oh.
Shit, that's what I got to do. I got to text my daughter and yell at her. I told her to be home by 8:30, and she's not because the roads are going to get slick.
I'm going to have to take a timestamp from you here in a few minutes because
I'm
resetting my Prime Video stopped. It froze. Yeah, Blake, hopefully with everything going on, man, you'll be able to watch the Rumble.
I have no power. Go to commercial.
I don't know if you saw that in the news, Pat, because I know you don't watch WWE like right now currently. Did you see the Monday Night Raw is moving to Netflix? It's leaving the USA Network. The deal is for $5 billion.
Wow, is that many people still watch that stuff? Well, not to each his own. If you like it, far be it for me to complain. Imagine Sinbad and Phil Hartman as his two buddies in this.
Yeah. I'd be lying, Pat. It's probably the best I've seen it in probably at least 20 years.
Yeah, I don't knock anybody for watching. My
Got a lot
cousin,
going on.
like we grew up like brothers, man. He goes to all the Raw stuff. He was at WrestleManias. He collects all the figures. He loves that shit ever since he was a kid. That's his thing.
What's your timestamp?
1 hour, 6 minutes, and 20 seconds.
Give me a Christmas tree. 1 hour, 6 minutes, 27 seconds. Okay.
Yeah, nothing worse than a big fat guy in his light up in his underwear. That's like me with a good buzz on and my tidy whities with some Christmas lights wrapped around me. Yeah, get that image out of your head now. You might need another shot.
Now both guys are dead now, right? It's just them two.
Yeah. How would you cast the Seinfeld? Would you cast the Seinfeld characters in this? Well, Patrick Warburton would definitely be the Running Man. Because who else could be tall and sort of big? You know, Putty would definitely be Schwarzenegger.
Who would replace Koto now, though? I'm trying to think of that.
Yeah, there wasn't a lot of black people on Seinfeld. But the one the geeky guy with them with the glasses, that could easily be Kramer. We can make George Killian.
Yeah, see, Bill and I talked about the WWE stuff because one of his band members went to school with CM Punk. So that was quite the conversation when we hung out.
You watched WWE religiously many years ago. I've known yeah, exactly. I just lost interest in it. I was big into wrestling. I mean, like I said, when I was a kid, I used to watch it with my dad. I go back to the Bob Backlund days. We used to watch Bob Backlund on the weekends.
I'm gonna tell. Look at the V for Vendetta mask in the background. Did you see that?
No.
Holy shit! I know that mask was something else before V for Vendetta, but it's kind of wild seeing that there in the background in Killian's room. Where that
George's boss, Mr. Hey, Cougar. My son said your company sucks.
Dude, I tell you, freaking Richard Dawson smokes like nonstop in this movie.
That's why he died of lung cancer. Yeah, he was a big smoker.
There you go.
That's why he died. It was either lung cancer or emphysema. He died from.
This is a popular line. Leaving the fruit for my fist so I can ram it in your stomach.
Ah!
Ah! I should put the subtitles on. Is it the network again calling them? See a V for Vendetta back? Oh, maybe it's not a V for Vendetta mask. It looked like
It looks like it though. Oh,
I vote for Ben Richards.
sorry, I'm yelling at my daughter in a text.
Oh, you know what I always got a kick out of because it looks so ridiculous was freaking Jesse Ventura's outfit when they suit him up. He's got that big box on.
And he comes and yells. He looks like those that watch the Honeymooners when he's got pieces of the refrigerator around him.
Yeah.
He's a man from space. Yeah, somebody said Mark Wahlberg before. Yeah,
We watched.
Joel McHale is Killian.
Oh, okay.
That's actually good. Nobody mentioned that. Gronkowski is Buzzsaw. Gronk.
That could work.
The soup Nazi is Killian. Could you imagine that? The Rock is Jesse Ventura. Crazy Joe DeVoe, the soup Nazi, and Jimmy. Oh, we have to do. You're a big Seinfeld guy, right, Brett?
I was. I gave up towards the end a little bit, but yeah, it's very funny. I actually like Curb Your Enthusiasm a lot more, which is
that's good too. Yeah, but I know I've watched it, but I don't know. Like I know Seinfeld inside and out. And shout out to Blake in the chat. Him and his brother Ronnie did a great episode of best Seinfeld stuff. I'd love to do they put one together.
Here's the lady, Ben Richards.
Yeah, she is.
I choose Ben,
Ben
Richards.
Richards.
Pat, because I saw it when I messaged you the other night. I'm thinking of when I see this lady like Rodney. You must have been something before electricity. Like I was watching it.
Yeah, right.
Now I know why tigers eat your young. You know.
I christened thee the Flying Wasp.
Oh, this is your grandson, huh?
And it was great because I was just watching it. I was on Pluto. I was over by Mike, and we saw it pop up. We started watching it just as you sent me that picture that you were watching it.
I left. I was at a club that was like towards the end of all that stuff, and dude, I can't. Maybe it's different with music, dude. When you're in a packed place and you got to like really get in somebody's face and scream and talk to them, I can't do it anymore. It's just
No, I can't do it. That's why, like when we were at age 45, everywhere we went, there was crowds, but not that bad. Like even when we went to that club, the after hours club that we were hanging out at, and even the bar in the hotel,
mm-hmm.
you know, we could talk freely. We weren't screaming at each other. Oh, Bill, that's awesome. I didn't think of that. Newman as Dynamo.
You know who would be interesting, and I got to tell you this, but he's kind of a small, goofy-looking guy. How about Malkovich as Killian, John Malkovich? Wouldn't that be freaking bizarre?
John Malkovich, because he is bizarre. That's why.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, greetings, absolutely. Estelle Harris, Mrs. Costanza, could have played the little Ben Richards fan. That's great. I didn't think of that. Oh man, and so I'm trying to think. Oh, you know who would have played it? Played not Yaphet Kotto, the black guy, the other guy, the geeky guy with the glasses. What's his name? The close talker. Judge Reinhold was the close talker in Seinfeld.
Oh, he was, huh? Oh man.
Yeah.
You know who I would have thought could have played the guy that played Michael Bolton in Office Space? Give that guy with the glasses.
Oh, and well, obviously the answer to
Oh, Ryan, Steve Buscemi as the Killian. I could see because Steve Buscemi, he a little bastard in Escape from LA.
Will Ferrell's Killian would have made this an entire different movie.
I couldn't have taken it seriously, could you?
Definitely not. But Maria Conchita Alonso, obviously the obvious answer would be to pick Elaine, Louise Dreyfus as for her. But I would go with what do you call it? Shit, he dated with the nice boobs. Terry Hatcher. Seinfeld dated her.
Actually,
They're real and they're spectaculer.
If you want to come in, you're gonna have to break down the goddamn door. Sorry, that's
Why'd you say that? Why'd you take that and stick it up? I wasn't talking to you. I have to do another shot because it's actually making my throat feel better.
God, she was really
Yeah,
good.
Bill, Bill, you want to do a Seinfeld? Because he said he's a big not
Stapler. Yeah,
he's a big Seinfeld guy. We should do a Seinfeld.
that's right,
episode.
James. That's good.
I'm not saying I'm an authority, but I know a lot about Seinfeld. I wouldn't say I'm an authority, but I love it.
Travis was bringing up. He just brought up Vice Versa. I think Bill's been bringing up Vice Versa recently. I watched that a ton. That and Like Father, Like Son. That was the other one where the dad and the father changed.
Oh, with Dudley Moore and Kirk Cameron. Yeah.
I watched that. And you know what? I forgot to put that on what we watched in one of our last episodes. I watched that Vince Vaughn serial killer, the body switching one again recently. That's not bad. A lot of people hated that.
What's the other one with shit where the girl they switch bodies and the guy becomes the girl and the girl becomes the guy and they sort of like hook up? Shit. Oh God.
Yeah, you're not talking to Vince Vaughn serial killer one, right?
No, this is older.
Yeah, Freaked,
like
Greetings. Yeah, Freaked. Yeah, that was.
Help me out. Oh God, what the hell is her name? I could see her. She had the blonde hair. She was real cute in her day. Oh God.
Now you're making me pour this kosher again. I'm gonna have a little bit more. Damn you.
There was one where it was like a guy was a heel, and he was and he switched, and he became into the cute girl who was, oh god, what the fuck? I could see it, but I can't remember it to save my life.
Oh fuck!
I'll have to think about it.
Come here, light bulb.
I thought the Seinfeld ending, it was clever, but it's sort of like the ending of The Sopranos. It kind of left me a little flat.
Yeah.
Like
How
I
about a
expected
light?
more.
How about the light? Oh, the
Freaky.
hot chick. Yeah, with the freaking Rob Schneider.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the hot chick because this was an older one. Oh god, hold on a second. Let me see if this is it. No, this isn't the one I'm thinking of either. What the fuck
Did
is
you
the
ever
movie?
see the movie Dudley Moore where he's married to two different chicks at the same time, or right? Mickey and Maude. Did you ever see that movie way back in the day?
Mickey and Maude? Yeah.
Yeah. Here it is. Oh, Pat, look at this. It's got a freaking like microwave he's wearing.
It looks like he's wearing an accordion. Truth be told, it looks like he's wearing an accordion. Went from the break out of polka like Weird Al. What is the movie?
God, knowing Jesse Ventura with that freaking goofy wig, toupee, whatever you want to call it, just looks ridiculous.
What is?
Do you remember what he says in the helicopter in Predator? This stuff will turn you into a Tyrannosaurus sex machine, just like me. With the fucking tobacco.
All right, so I found on Screen Rant that it's the hot chick, vice versa. The Dude and Me, I never heard of that one. The Change Up, 17 again, Brother Bear, Jumanji. I remember All of Me is pretty funny. Freaky Friday. What the fuck is that movie?
Yeah, Travis, I do remember how they killed off Billy Rosewood. I remember hearing about that script.
No, this isn't here.
Yeah.
Shit, I'll have to think of it. Damn, it's gonna drive me crazy.
The ending of The Sopranos, James, it makes you wonder. I know some people say more likely that he was doomed there, but I like how you just don't know. That's what makes entertainment great.
Those that watched it live, did they all get up and start hitting their TV to think that their cable went out like I did?
I didn't.
I'm like, fuck, damn it, of all times the cable to go out.
So you watched The Sopranos from beginning to end, Pat? I'm glad to know that. I didn't know you did.
We used to watch. We used to have Sunday night Soprano watch parties because at the time, Kathy and I we used to, when we lived in our first apartment, her cousins would come over every Sunday night. We'd get food and we watched The Sopranos every Sunday night together.
I would say, after Breaking Bad, I think that's the best show I've watched ever.
And then then it was just us watching it on Sunday nights when we got our first house. Yeah, we watched it from start to finish.
Oh, what's the one with Jimmy Smits and Alan Barkin? You're right. What the hell is that called?
That's the one.
Switch?
That's
Is it just called Switch?
That's the one I was thinking of.
Is it just called Switch?
I don't know.
I think it's just called Switch.
She was always cute as hell. That's why I was thinking of her.
I always think of her in Sea of Love with Al Pacino and her. Ooh.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. God, Jesus, I saw that in the theater. I forgot about that movie.
Yeah, Switch.
Yes,
91.
thank you for that, Bill. It was driving me crazy. That's what I was thinking of. I'm like, oh, I always thought Ellen Barkin was cute as hell.
That's right. Yeah, a sexist womanizer is killed by one of his former lovers and then reincarnated as a woman.
That's it. I knew it was a switcheroo, and I haven't seen it in so long. Holy shit, that's why I couldn't remember what the hell it was called. Thank you.
You know
for
what
that.
I did not know, Pat? That's a Blake Edwards film. Did you
I
know
don't
that?
remember
I did
Blake
not know
Edwards.
that.
Wow, I can see that now looking back on it. That's another director we can go down a rabbit hole and watch Blake Edwards movies, man.
We'll talk Blind Date forever with that guy.
We could do Blind Date. We could do 10. We can do A Fine Mess. I love A Fine Mess. Jeff Goldblum and Howie Mandel.
Yeah, the Pink Panthers, right?
Yeah, there's so many Blake Edwards we could do.
Yeah.
This is great when they're watching it and they're like, this isn't us getting killed.
Yeah, Blake Edwards did all those Pink Panther movies, right? Man.
Oh, I love the Pink Panther movies. Used to love watching them with my dad. My dad loved them.
This was pretty impressive at the time how they did this,
What's that?
how they filmed this.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the birth of deep fakes.
Oh, we were talking about Blake Edwards making him odd. I forgot he actually did that.
Mickey and Maude, right? Well, I like that, Bill. Mick Fleetwood could be played by the Crypt Keeper, John Carpenter. Yeah, that was such a good. I haven't watched that in so long. I completely forgot about that. I remember watching it and thinking, "Oh man,
I saw it when
Ellen-
it first came
Ellen-
out. I haven't repeated.
I haven't seen it in so long. I just always thought that Ellen Barker was cute as hell."
How about a light?
Oh, my daughter just pulled in. Thankfully, kick her in the ass because she's late.
They'll never let us out of here alive. Come on. Did you like Escape Plan? You know, that was like the first main big movie that him and Arnold were in together, Stallone and Arnold.
It was good. It wasn't bad. Wasn't over the moon about it. I gotta watch that Stallone documentary. I still haven't watched it. Maria Chiquita Banana Alonso.
Chiquitita. See, it's good to not just do a horror movie all the time. This has been a lot of fun. This is like
Yeah.
This is not like a full-on action movie. This has got some darkness to it.
Exactly. It falls, on the line. That's why I figured Demolition Man next week would be fun.
Yeah, their egos, James. That was pretty bad in the 80s. They didn't. Yeah, they.
I always wondered, how the hell did Mick Fleetwood end up in this? And or Dweezil Zappa?
They're gonna take over the shit here. That's right. The broadcast, right?
Yeah. It's uplink. Very they live reminiscent, but they needed to get the signal.
So she kept that whole thing on her the entire time? That raw footage?
I guess, yeah, maybe she put it in her, I guess maybe in her unmentionables. This might be the first movie where you see him smoking cigars because he's a big cigar guy.
Smoking cigars on the set of Predator all the time. I know that.
Yeah.
He smokes cigars more than ever now. What do you think he smokes, Pat? He's got to be smoking some decent ones, right?
I'm sure he is. I was always surprised. I mentioned it the other day when I talked about it that he never came out with a line of cigars with his name on it.
I'd be curious. I'm sure we could research and see what he smokes. He ever comes to a convention, it might be a good question if it's not really publicly known.
Well, he's been on Cigar Aficionado the cover a few times, and I'm sure in there it probably says, they probably ask him, what do you smoke? What's your favorites? Who's Mr. Spock?
Oh, I wanted to ask you about cigars. So one of my coworkers I don't see often that much that he smokes cigars, and he goes to what cigar something. He gets like the bundle deals, and he gets the Olivas, the V's, the Fives, or whatever. He gets it for a real good price. There's occasional sales. What's like one of the
place?
Yeah, what's one of the big like bulk suppliers online?
There's Cigar International.
That's it. It was right when you said it. Yeah.
Yeah, so about an hour from me is Cigar International's headquarters, and they have a huge place where they have bar. They have a nice bar. They have a good restaurant in it.
Yeah,
I guess nice.
I guess we're going there whenever I come by you.
There's two of them within an hour from me. There's one in one direction is that one, and the other one is Famous Cigar Shop, which is another direction. Famous Smoke Shop.
I thought they showed the credits at the end here. Oh, they were getting it prepped. Is that what they were doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. Killian is lying to you.
Killian. One of us is in big trouble.
But they're basking in the Maui sun. That's awesome. Well, where the hell did everybody go? Everybody go to bed?
What happened? No, I'm here. I'm sorry. I'm just watching the movie.
No. Everybody got quiet and a lot of people must have jumped off. How the hell did McDonald's end up in Mac and Me?
They tried to
'cause
do a
they-
full fucking ET thing there.
Yeah, they just tried to rip off ET. They made it Mac, so like the Big Mac, and it failed miserably.
Did he say don't touch that dial?
Yeah. Yeah, that was his Arnold one line. The Weasel.
No, the one guy when they bounced into the studio there, the production room. The one guy said that.
Oh shit! You tell him, Grandma.
It's showtime. I must be ahead of you by a few seconds.
I'm at 127.42. So there's it's 13 minutes left.
One of us is
13 minutes,
big
people.
trouble. Uh-oh. She got him good.
If you want to see Van Damme and Seagal in a badly made Lifetime movie, God, especially now, they're really not doing much of anything.
What Seagal movies do you like?
Like Mick Fleetwood is in this. How the hell did Mick Jack could have been Free Jack, right? Up there he is. You're gonna have Dynamo the Perv and his tidy whities try to get on top of her. I'll show you, Dick. Let's look at him with the big tidy whities on.
I just can't believe he died the same year. I know it happens. It's common with movies. It's just
So he died the same year this came out?
said he died in 87. Yeah.
Did it say what? He was young.
I'm guessing a heart attack if I remember right.
Electrocuted?
But he didn't. We're going to hell, Pat. Both of us.
Oh, I got a one-way ticket stamped. That's a good one, Bill. The old lady with the marble rye could play the lady that just yelled bullshit.
He was only 34, Pat. Can you believe that?
34, man. Holy shit, that's way too young. Heart attack?
I'm reading it here.
Or was it something else? Jesus Christ, man. 34.
Taught English at the Borough of Manhattan Community College in New York City.
That's crazy. Holy shit.
Heart failure. September 23rd, 1987. He was from Holland, the Netherlands. Isn't that weird?
That's just crazy. Hello, cutie pie. One of us is in deep trouble. Oh, yeah. Freaking Happy Gilmore is awesome. Is this park included in the Running Man home game? Yeah, now you're on your own there, buddy. You're up Shit's Creek without a paddle.
I know you're upset, Ben.
It's all about the feud.
Happy Gilmore. I've got a few signatures on that poster. I had Carl Weathers sign that, and I have Christopher McDonald. I love Happy Gilmore. It's a good one.
We give them what they want. I don't do requests. Are you at the same part as I am?
Yep.
There he goes. Hey, man, that's one hell of a ride. That thing moves fast, huh?
It looks like it would really, yeah. Fuck this. Look at his face. It's like
His
skin's gonna
face
be
is
ripped
split.
off. You'll love everybody going nuts here in a minute, right? He lost all of his supporters pretty quick, didn't he, Bill? Or Pat? Sorry.
Yeah, right. Right into Cadre Cola.
I'm confused how he went airborne. It looked like he came out of that like on. That was weird.
Well, you remember they had the. Well, I hit the spot. They had the. Like the net to catch each one of them when they came out, but there was no net for him.
All these people are going nuts.
And they love it, but then they all have to sit there and say, okay, well, now what do we watch? This is done. What are we going to watch now?
Oh, God. Christopher McDonald would have been a good Killian, Bill. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, Shooter McGavin would have made a good Killian.
Yeah, Christopher McDonald's good.
He's going to hook up with the girl. And I think he's going to pork her.
Too bad we didn't get that.
No pain, no gain. Yeah, I can't remember last time I seen her in anything.
Yeah, Bill, this one's going to be in the list, man.
Oh yeah, when we do our top 5, yeah. Yeah, you guys gotta make sure you join us on Sunday night. We'll be doing our top 5 Arnold movies.
With your restless heart.
Yeah, because I started
I'm
watching
thinking
this
of-
the other night. And I was like, wow, all these people, I completely forgot we're in this.
Who said that? Was it Travis or Ryan or was it Bill about the Chiquita banana? That was good.
Fun fact: the natural on Running Man is Squidward on Sponge. Oh yeah, see right there, Lieutenant Saunders, George P. Wilbur.
Yeah. Lynn Shay. How about that?
Lynn Shay was. You see her there for? She's just right there in passing. The propaganda officer, Lynn Shay. See what
George
else is
Wilbur
here?
did
And I
some
remember seeing
stunts,
Alan
too.
Howarth. It was like audio engineer, audio something or other was Alan Howarth, which I did not know. I did not know that.
We can see Paul Abdul's name in the dancers, I thought, or maybe it's just the instructor's part.
She might just be listed as choreographer, but I didn't see her name on there.
No, yeah, she's definitely going for it. Now Amazon's asking, did you like The Running Man? I'm like, what do you think?
What do you mean? We're gonna rate it. Pat, do you have a favorite? Do I have a favorite wrestler? Back when I used to watch wrestling, I would have to say back when I actually watched it back in the 80s, the choreography by Paul Abdul would probably be Jimmy Superfly Snuka.
Really?
I love Snuka. I mean,
I
I
was-
liked Hogan. He was big. You know, there was Andre Giant, and he became the heel. And there was always the people that were good, then they were bad. But I don't know. I always liked watching Superfly Snuka.
You
Either
know
him
who-
or George Animal Steel was fun when he used to start chewing the friggin' the stuffing out of the corners.
You know, my parents never really watched it, but my mom was a big Ravishing Rick Rude fan for obvious reasons, probably. And I couldn't stand
Really?
him because he was a bad guy, but he was a heel. But I've grown to like him now that he's passed. But like, you just appreciated his charisma and his just his character.
Trying to think of the guys that were big when I used to actually watch it.
You had Junkyard Dog at your time too, Pat. You had
There was Junkyard Dog. There was Big John Studd.
yeah, Big John Stud. You know,
Paul
Randy
Orndorff.
Savage was hitting it big around that time.
Yeah,
Jake
Paul
the Snake.
Orndorff, Jake the Snake. Actually, Jake the Snake was actually a little bit after that for me.
You probably had Corporal Kirchner. You had Tito Santana.
Oh, Tito, yeah.
How
I
about
know
Ricky
Brett
the
is
Dragon
at-
Steamboat? No? No?
Yeah, remember him? Yeah. See right there, sound processed by Alan Howarth
Yeah.
and Mel Neiman.
So Blake, I don't think because I don't know if Pat watched the NWA. I don't know if he ever watched any of that because Dusty wasn't in New York until '90.
I do remember Dusty, but he was.
You do
I
know of him, but he was in the NWA. You know,
I
the
remember
Jim
he used to be
Crockett
on the-
promotions.
he was one of those guys who were always on the cover of those wrestling magazines with all the blood on him.
Yeah, PWI and the wrestler. Yeah. Now his son's hitting it big, so
But like I'm old enough. Like I said, I used to watch it on the weekends with my dad. I remember watching Bob Backlund and Bruno Sammartino. That's how old I am.
yeah. Bob Backlund was champion for a long time.
Yeah. Oh, Bill's pouring a second shot. All right, I can do that. It actually made my throat feel better because I think the ibuprofen's wearing off. I hope I'm not getting sick. I purposely stayed away from both my wife and my daughter, and I'm still gonna end up getting sick. Dusty Rhodes, yeah, Lurch. Trying to think. Let me think of who else were the wrestlers back then.
You knew
I love.
back
I mean,
then
I used.
Ric
I
Flair.
remember
You knew
watching
Ric
Piper's
Flair.
Pit every weekend. I watched Piper's Pit every time it was on every weekend.
Yeah, you knew Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff too.
Yeah, there was Paul Orndorff, Tito Santana,
Cowboy Bob Orton. You know, his son's really big now, Randy Orton.
the Samoans.
Oh, the Wild Samoans, yeah.
Shit, who else? I'm sure there's some obvious ones I'm missing. I do remember. I remember when Randy Savage started.
Yeah.
Ricky
Probably
Ricky the Steamboat. Yeah,
You probably caught the Hart Foundation when they first started, the British Bulldogs.
yeah. And who was the other guy? Do I remember Huge Ass? I'm sitting on Huge Ass. Wow. Leaping Lanny Poffo. Holy shit. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Well, you know who his brother was, right?
Who was his brother?
His brother was the Macho Man. Randy
Oh, was
Poffo
it? I
the
did
Macho
not
Man's
know
real
that.
name. Yeah.
Did not know that. See, I don't know my trivia. I do.
He was later on as the Genius.
Oh, that's right, the Genius. And I do remember the whole shit. What WrestleMania was it where the whole you had Cyndi Lauper there and you had Captain Lou Albano?
The first one.
Was that number one? Yeah, I remember watching that.
Leaping Lanny Poffo, when he was Leaping Lanny Poffo, so, you know, WWF at that time would come around like once a month. He would come out throwing Frisbees. The crowd was so bizarre.
That is, well, the credits ran out. That is it. Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Didn't he just die?
No, he's had some health problems, but
Who just died? Who was the one of the wrestlers that just died? Because I remember seeing somebody from that era that just died.
well, Iron Sheik died not too long ago.
I know the Iron Sheik died, but somebody else.
Good night.
Oh.
Greetings from Grindhouse. Good talking, man.
Yeah, thanks for popping in. Awesome. Oh, that's it, Bill. Down the hatch. Here's to shit. What the hell is the band name again? Here's to Lipstick Nipple.
Here's to old friends and new beginnings. Sorry.
Chris Benoit. I remember that name. Mm-hmm. I know I'm probably missing some big ones. I just can't think of them. Obviously, there was Andre the Giant.
You probably got Blake there with Chris Benoit. It's you know it's not Chris Benoit, right? The T's silent.
Benoit.
Yeah. And most people know him for the bad reasons, obviously. So
Well, yeah, that I do know. But who are the big wrestlers now? I don't even know. Like,
well, Cody Rhodes like Dusty's kid is really up there now. You have CM Punk, Randy Orton. Roman Reigns has been champion. He's getting up to Hulk Hogan's record of 3 or 4 years or whatever it is. You got a lot of guys.
I mean,
like the one guy that we met a couple months ago, the kid's like LA Knight. He's kind of like a new modern day. He's kind of like does what The Rock did. He's a talker. And
I like the rivalry stuff back in the day, like with Sergeant Slaughter and the Iron Sheik and Hogan. That was so much fun back then.
The political battles with the countries.
Yeah, that was so much fun, man. And that's what drew me to it. And that's what I watched. I'm trying to think of some of the other wrestlers. That's driving me crazy. I'm sure there's some. If my cousin was here, because he's.
Well, you knew King Kong Bundy, like you said.
Oh yeah, I remember King Kong Bundy. Yeah, he's on. My cousin's a couple of years younger than me, but he would remember a lot because I'm sure there's a few I'm missing. Yeah, I was pretty much out by the time the Undertaker was there. I knew of him, but I was out of it by then.
The Undertaker, they lost out. I know that they could probably still do it. You could have done a movie about the Undertaker because the way the character was, it could have been the Undertaker in the West. They could have done something horror, but there's still time.
There was a whole wave that came after I was out, like the Undertaker, like Jake the Snake Roberts and all those guys. They all came in after I had already stopped.
They were shown, the Undertaker when he became big. He beat Hulk Hogan to win the world title, and like when the Undertaker first started in like the early 90s, the Undertaker's moves the Tombstone Pile Driver, and he just looks like he's like dropping the guy to mat like another pile driver. And Hulk Hogan said that the Undertaker hurt him, right, in real life. And they show the replays. Like he said, "Oh, my neck, it caved into the mat." And you see the video. He's missed it like by a foot.
Tell you,
you hurt him, huh?
I mean, a lot of that stuff had to hurt, even though if it was fake, it had to hurt. Smacking people, get thrown around, slamming each other. You still, what the hell? Oh, God, what was the one move that used to look painful as fuck? I think, was it Paul Orndorff? It was the figure 4 leg lock?
Ric Flair did it, and so did Greg the Hammer Valentine.
That's it, Greg the Hammer. That's it. He used to do a figure 4 leg lock. I remember that. And the Iron Sheik had the camel clutch.
See,
what other ones were out there? I forget.
You going into
somebody had the pile driver. Who was the pile driver?
Well, Jerry the King Lawler did the pile driver for a while.
I think there was somebody before that. There was somebody before that, I thought.
Didn't Mr. Wonderful do it? I think that times too.
I forget. Yeah, it's all cobwebs in my head now when it comes to the old wrestling days.
Well, you remember the Rowdy Piper with Snuka because of the coconut, right? Isn't that what it was?
Yeah, when he hit him over the head in Piper's Pit. And it started a whole freaking rivalry. That was just some fun shit. And I used to love how do they still have like it just shows you how detached I am from it. Do they still have like the managers? Like back then there was who was it?
Bobby Heenan, Jimmy Hart.
Jimmy Hart, Bobby Heenan. There was the Wizard.
Wizard. You had Wizard. You had Slick at that time.
Obviously, Lou Albano. There was all those guys that were the managers back then.
I'm laughing because Greg the Hammer Valentine. So Blake would get a kick out of this. He was at the one WrestleCon I went to. I had my Cubs apparel on too, and he was a big not Diamond. What's the Tampa Bay Rays fan? And this was right when the Cubs got their manager Joe Madden a number of years ago, and he's just like, "Oh yeah, you guys stole our manager." Like, he didn't steal shit. How do you steal a manager?
Yeah, right.
Greg the Hammer looks exactly the same to this day, though. He's still got that hair.
Yeah, he's got the long blonde hair.
Yeah.
They call him Hammer because of what's in his underwear. Well, that was his wrestling name. Maybe it was his porn name too.
Him and Brutus Beefcake were tag champions, I think, around the time you were watching.
Oh, I forgot about that's another one. I'm like, there's probably ones I missed. I remember Brutus Beefcake.
You should Google a picture, put Brutus Beefcake, Greg the Hammer, like present, like they're together, like sitting on a recliner next to each other watching TV, just looking all ugly and fat and shit. It's hysterical. Yeah.
In ECW, they used to do pile drivers, choke slams through flaming tables and thumbtacks before W. Yeah, I remember all that stuff from back in the day. Oh, God, the Moon Dogs. I remember the Moon Dogs. That's definitely old school.
ECW is what really brought like wrestling to getting a little bit more chaotic.
Should text my cousin, say, get your ass on here. We're doing freaking wrestling stuff. He knows all his shit.
Lurch, what? You got a little Lurch threw a little Travis in there.
So, wow, look at you. We get exactly. It's some little Travis after hours. My mom and dad used to wrestle when I was a tot. At least I thought that's what they were doing.
I agree, Bill. Yeah, you look like an angry old
An angry old woman.
Oh God, if you saw his face, yeah, that's so true. Oh man.
But I forgot about Brutus Beefcake was the one that was like had the hair slicked back and he'd have that strut when he walked into the fucking
and he wore the bow tie around his neck.
Yeah,
with no shirt.
I forgot about him. Holy shit! But yeah, I used to watch. Hey man, back in the 80s, early 90s, I watched it a lot. And then I don't know. I guess just as I got older, I just got out of it.
I gotta find that picture really quick. That's funny.
I did see. I think I was at one of the Chiller theaters, and I remember seeing what do you call it there? One of them. Who the hell was it? Shit. And I was surprised to see him there.
Pat, I'm sending you this picture.
I forget who it was. Who we just talked about with the long blonde hair?
Greg the Hammer.
Greg the Hammer. I remember seeing him there. He looked like I said, he looked the same, but he definitely looked like he was on meth.
You gotta post it. You gotta show this picture. I'm sending it to you right now.
Yeah, send it. I'll hang out because it's only 10 after 12 here, and the 10 after 10.
A couple more minutes.
12 after 10. God forbid. Brutus Beefcake underrated theme music. What did he come out to? I don't remember, Blake. I remember him coming out. I remember he used to come out and strut around like a dick. I remember that. I don't remember what he used to come out to.
When this posted a couple of years ago, I was dying. I gotta wonder if Blake has seen this. Blake, Pat's gonna put this up. I don't know if you've ever seen this.
That's like me in the summertime with my shirt off.
With the freaking nipple rings. Oh God.
But stands the nipple rings now. Hold on a second. I'm gonna bring this up.
Oh
Blake,
God.
Blake, you gotta kick out of this.
Is it like are they eat like TV dinners with trays?
He's got a Miller Lite.
Florida boys just having a good time.
And there's a bottle of booze right behind him too on the counter. Hold on. Entire screen. Share this one. Share.
Oh, they're releasing Guar figures, Lurch? Oh man.
That's me and Brady sitting there watching TV.
That is you and I with the little tray between us on the like home.
That's me and Brett watching TV in like 6, 7 years from now.
But Greg the Hammer, Pat, look at his face and his hair. He looks exactly the same, but he looks like an angry old woman.
Yeah, he does, and that's what I saw him at a Chiller theater a couple years ago, and I was like, "Oh my God, is that him?" I'm like, holy shit! I mean, everybody gets older.
Of course,
nothing. Like
I don't want to know what I'm going to look like in the next.
So
10,
I don't
20
fault
years.
people for getting older because age is is cruel. But yeah, he definitely he looks like he's like Larry, Daryl, and Daryl was one of their brothers. This is my brother Daryl, my other brother Daryl from Newhart.
What has British Beefcake got next to his light beer? I was kind of like wondering what the fuck that
I don't know. But that's funny, man. That's good. I should take this picture and superimpose our faces on it. I'm gonna do that. Just put me and Brady on it and be like, this is us in a couple of years hanging out together. Drinking Miller Lite and having like freaking TV dinners and shit.
I don't know. He's got gray shorts on, red shorts. Oh, that's good.
You gotta
stuff.
wonder, how are these guys set up though? Were these guys smart enough to like plan for their retirement, or are these guys hurting for money?
I don't know. I know Beefcake was a little bit.
Because you gotta, I mean, I know they, at the time they were popular, but they were right here and they were down here, and what happened to them? So I don't know.
They're both, well, it's not the same like a baseball hall or like a sports hall of fame, but they're in the WWE Hall of Fame.
Yeah, which it's a nice event. You get inducted, but after that, it doesn't increase your bank account.
I think the average, from what I've read, I think it's like $5,000. So $5,000, and then you get notoriety a little bit. So
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I think he was mentioning it the other day. Yeah, I gotta see if I get those Guar figure, not the figures, but I want to go see the show. Their basis is Beefcake the Mighty. That's right. Yeah.
Oh, Lurch! I was a big
Celebrity Deathmatch. It was
So
awesome.
good.
I loved watching that.
Since I was a Stone Cold Mark, yeah, I was watching that. Yeah, that was good stuff. There were some good episodes though. I should find that book. I have a Celebrity Deathmatch companion with all the matches that they did.
Do you really?
Yeah, remember Mills Lane was the ref, of course. That's kind of
Yeah. He retired, right?
He passed away, I thought.
Did he die? I don't even know. I don't follow it, but
Or did he not? Okay.
I honestly don't know. I just remember him being in every freaking fight back then. He was the ref for like every big fight. He could be very well dead because he was old.
He did.
He did. But so while I'll just do a couple of quick shameless plugs before we head out of Dodge.
He died 2022, 85.
Wow, 85. God bless him. Go check out our top 5 movies, horror movies in space, rather, which was, we take our top 5 from the previous weeks and hang out. I know this gets boring, but we try to show it out there because people say, Pat, I didn't know about this. Well, I throw it in everybody's face. I'll hang out for another shot too. Top 5 horror movies in space. That's there now. The book club is happening Thursday. So far, so good. I've moved it like 4 times because I've been so busy, but so far, are you good to hang out Thursday night to do the book club? Even if you read, you can hang out and bullshit with us.
Yeah, as of right now, I don't think anything is that bad right now. So
yeah, so we should be good for the book club. Go check out Friday the 13th Part 2. What if? I just did that this past Friday, and I'm ready to do this, but I just don't have. It's not going to happen until next week because I'm just way too busy. So I was trying to pump them out each week, but it's just very time consuming. So probably do it next week. And of course, Bill's in the chat with us. Make sure you come in and see us on Sunday night. We're doing our favorite songs / band moments in horror with the latest and greatest. The new band, Lipstick Nipple. And make sure you we're on YouTube live every Sunday and Tuesday. Make sure you check out the streams on all these platforms. Subscribe to the channel. Go join the Facebook group. Go check out Joe and MB's channel. And check out his Facebook group too. And that's it. So we'll do that quick and now we can hang out. So Chris Jericho is a big horror fan.
he's in the end of Terrifier at the hospital.
Oh, yeah. That was him at the hospital and Terrifier too. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, he looks all pudgy.
Hang out. It's gonna be fun for the book club.
One of my favorite wrestlers, Chris Jericho. Loved him.
And it's good too. I like Fozzy. I like the band Fozzy.
Yeah, I've seen Fozzy. I went to go see them a It was what? It was after COVID.
Yeah, I listen to Eddie Trunk every day. He's tight with Eddie Trunk.
Yeah, and they Jericho's podcast. Who is it? Duff McKagan always does like a joke of the day or joke of the podcast. And who's Duff with? I forgot. Is that GNR?
Duff McKagan? Yeah, he's with
Yeah.
Guns N' Roses.
Yeah.
Favorite album is Booze and Breasts. Brian can do a guest solo on the track Nipple Shotgun. I love that. Lipstick Nipple. That's the band.
Yeah, Chris Jericho's podcasts are fun because he will talk about horror at times.
Yeah, he's like me. He's a big horror fan and he's a big Kiss fan.
They did. Who's the girl that we saw at Joe Bob Briggs' show? You know, it was dressed up like Laurie Strode when they did the Halloween thing. What's that girl's name? I forgot her name.
Darcy the Mail Girl?
Yeah, Darcy the Mail Girl. She was on with Jericho and they were comparing Halloween series to Friday the 13th series, and they both prefer Friday the 13th. I'm like, okay, yeah, get out of here.
No knock on Friday the 13th. I love it.
I do
But
too.
my personal taste is obviously Halloween first. That's why my what ifs went right to Friday the 13th. And then when I do these, I'm like, shit, where do I go from here? Maybe Scream. Maybe after the Friday the 13th, what ifs, I'll do Scream, what ifs.
That'll be interesting.
My problem these days is just finding the time to do it. I could record them in 20 minutes, but editing takes so fucking long.
Yeah.
Extremely time consuming. I need an assistant.
I would be your assistant if I wasn't full time at other stuff.
Tell me about it. Has anyone seen Darcy's other work? Why? What is she in? Is she in some other stuff that we need to see? Is she scantily clad?
The way Lurch says that, I guess there's some shit.
But there's some stuff out there, I'm assuming.
Oh, damn. I might have to go check this out.
Our mascot could be a porn star with nipples shooting pyrotechnics. Oh, I didn't know that. So she's a porn star, huh?
Cool. Makes sense.
I did not know that. Diana Prince is her porn name. I did not know that. Yeah.
Let me go grab my phone.
Excuse me a minute. I didn't know she did porn. I'm a golden age of porn guy. Like when it comes to like late 70s, early 80s porn.
Yeah.
I'm the trivia guy when it comes to that. But like the newer crop, the last 20, 30 years, couldn't tell you.
Yeah, Yeah.
Be sure to go into incognito mode. So I have a VPN.
Yes.
I did not know she was in porn. I did not know that. Interesting. She's into porn and obviously like Botox because her face is so tight when she tries to talk, her lips don't even move. Right?
It does look weird,
It's
right?
very weird in her face. Like she's got like way too much work and it's like too tight, like too many facelifts. Her work is fantastic. She has an amazing body. How did she end up on Joe Bob Briggs?
Well, I don't know,
I mean-
but I if Lurch is saying that, I firmly can believe it. I trust his opinion.
I did not know that.
I think Pat will trust your opinion too.
I'll be searching after the show.
Yeah.
Did I just say that? Oh, I hit mute. Oops.
Oh shit, you're right. We screwed that up.
Fortunately, my wife does not watch this. Zero interest in this. Not that I would ever disrespect my wife, but I could talk freely on here because it just jokes. But fortunately, she does not care about horror stuff.
She would make Dick Warlock pop his dentures out.
Oh, I'm sure she'd make Dick Warlock pop many things out, even at his age. She claims she always looked like that and she used to get picked on as a child. Maybe. There's pictures of her as a child. Because, am I right? It almost looks like her mouth doesn't move because everything's so tight, like it's been pulled.
If I were to rank like the funniest thing I saw in 2023, that might be the Dick Warlock dentures.
But even Joe Bob Briggs, like, okay, say you're like a host of something like Joe Bob Briggs or whatever, you're in like the
Sven
entertainment
Gulli.
industry, and you get like, yeah, or Sven Gulli. I love Sven Gulli. And and I love Gwen Gooley too. She's cute as hell. Say you get a show like that, and your co-host is a porn star. Tell me you're not looking at her in a different light, and tell me you're not Googling that shit the second you're off air. That's got to be weird as hell.
I guess it just depends on where you're at in life.
No, but we're all guys, and that thing between our legs screws everything up. So believe me.
Ah, yes.
I'm sure it's been pulled, Pat, but Nightmare Christie too. Just so you know, Nightmare Christie. Oh yeah, I heard that from I heard stories about that she does that kind of stuff. The one from Nightmare Toys.
Oh, doesn't she do it's the certain type of
Yeah, there's some stuff that she does. Yeah, you can find it online. Not that I would know.
No, you know who told me?
Because somebody
that
told me
was-
about it. I was like, oh,
our old
okay.
friend
God
from our
bless her.
previous show told me that. I think is where I heard that from. I
Who
could
told
be
you that?
wrong. Or I thought Mike told me that, but I could be wrong. Michael might.
That's
have told
what.
me.
Yeah, I remember him telling me about that. Yep. Met Joe Bob back in August. He was cool. He invited my whole family to take a picture. He seems like a nice enough guy. I mean, he's got, where did he come from before that show? Like, where did he come from?
Did that Diners, Diving, and Drives or whatever the hell that. Oh no, that's the other guy.
That's it. What's his name? I know who you're talking
That's
about.
Guy Fieri, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I sat next to Bill when him and Svengoolie were in the same room talking that panel. That was so much fun because two legendary guys that have shows very similar. It was pretty cool.
That's one thing I miss about having like regular cable, because I used to love watching Svengoolie on Saturday nights.
That was a wild panel too, because you know who came out there, Pat, to talk with them for a little bit was Charlie Band out of nowhere. Like, oh geez, this guy's like a legend too.
Yeah, and now it's weird how they brought this Gwen Gooley on there. I mean, did he need help in the ratings to bring a girl? I mean, she's cute as hell and she's funny.
Well, Svengoolie's he's the second generation.
He's not the original, this guy.
Yeah, I thought it was his dad or something. I don't know. Bill, that's your question. I really don't know the history of that. Bill would know.
What's that?
The Svengoolie. I don't know if it was his dad. There was a previous Svengoolie. So
yeah, that's why I used to watch it on MeTV every Saturday night, but I don't have. I got rid of regular cable years ago because I just got tired of paying for it and we didn't watch it. But I believe it or not, I actually have a house antenna, and sometimes, if I move it the right way, I can actually get MeTV, and I can actually get Svengoolie. Throw some rubber chickens at him.
he signs a ton of them.
You know what's weird? The way I don't understand. It's the way the hoodie is made. It's very thick over here. Maybe I don't know if you noticed it on you.
Yes.
When I turn my head, the volume on my headset is right here. It keeps turning it down. That's why I keep going like this, because I can't hear anything. I turn my head a certain way and it lowers the volume.
They sold it inflatable? Oh wow.
An inflatable? Is it of Gwen Gooley? Is it like a blow-up doll?
Oh, that. Oh wow.
A la Bud Bundy?
Oh, that came up with my brother again. He's all for this top 10. I got to just tell him we were doing it sooner than later.
Are we going to get him on camera? He's going to come live with us?
Yeah, I think I really believe it because it's a big passion for him. So yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that, man. I'll start putting it together this week. I'll start putting up my top 10.
Yes, I will see him on Friday and Saturday. So I will talk to him even further about it.
Yeah, for those that don't know, we're big Married with Children fans, and we're talking about doing a top 10 Married with Children episodes.
Oh,
with Freddie's brother.
Yeah, my brother Mark. He had texted me when I was down in the city for all the trade show stuff. He's like, I'd be curious to know your top 10. And I go, I thought you and I talked about we were going to do a show with Pat on that. And he's like, Pat's a fan of Married with Children. I'm like, and I put in big bold letters, huge. He's like, oh, I guess that it won't take much for him to get a top 10. I was like, yeah.
I can put one together. I can easily put one together.
Yeah. Easily.
There was an original Svengoolie on TV in Chicago back. Yeah, there was. Yeah, remember there was the original when then he moved away to California. One of his stagehands' name was Rich Cost, who took over.
Yeah,
as
Rich
the son-
Coase. Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Bill. I really don't know too much. I just know vaguely. So yeah.
Sending
Okay,
me a
so no
picture.
relation. Sorry.
Okay. Lurch, you sitting on IG? Hold on, because I'll just have to bring up a browser. Hold on. Oh, yep. I just heard my phone go blip from IG. Hold on. What did Lurch send me? Let's see. I repeat, I've got one shot left in my bottle of Weller. I'm in for it. I'll do one more. I can do one more. It's actually making my throat not hurt. So I'll do one more. Lurch sent me a photo. And who is this? Oh, that's cool as hell. It's Svengoolie inflatable. How can I make this bigger or let me see if I can save image. Hold on.
Holy shit. Look at this. Look at Tiffany Thiessen just posted on Instagram. Oh my God.
She's still stunning as hell. I had the biggest cry, and the wife knows every time I put on Saved by the Bell because it's usually on me. It used to be on me. It's Lurch. If you watch BTV, it's always on me TV. I always watch it. That was like, oh God, one of my biggest crushes was Tiffany Amber Thiessen, and the wife always knows it. She's like, I know you're watching this.
Oh, did you see? I just happened to go in here. GK made this shadow box that looked really nice.
I saw that. That looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
He made that. He made that, or he bought it.
he said his first shadow box. Let's see here.
Oh, maybe he made it. Good for him.
I don't know.
Hold on a second. So this here, oh, come on. So I'll bring this up. This is the Svengoolie inflatable. How big is this? I guess it's probably about 6 feet.
Holy shit, that's awesome.
I for the longest time I kept meaning to buy like a Svengoolie hoodie. Because I do love watching that show. I do miss watching it.
Well, I should probably get upstairs here to
Find me while I whip this out.
make sure things are in order.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Well, let's not leave Bill hanging. We'll do a quick shot and we'll get the hell out.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They only made 80 of them? Wow, that's not bad.
Where did they sell it, Lurch? Did you see there, Pat, where they sold that?
No, it doesn't say. Oh, it says MeTV. MeTVMall.com. Sold out in one day. Bill's wife always gives him shit because she only has one or two Hollywood boyfriends, but every other woman that comes on screen is my girlfriend. Yeah, the MeTV store. Yeah, check it out.
You know, my wife doesn't really she likes we brought up Hugh Jackman. That's like the only guy I really ever hear her talk about. Instead, yeah, I've got like all these women. That's funny, Bill. Same here.
I'm trying to think of what Kathy talks about. Kathy had she always, for some reason, she had a crush on Chris Daughtry.
I could go the other way, and I'll tell you the guy I had a crush on, I still do, is Matthew McConaughey.
Actually,
I'm sorry, I do. Dude, that guy's awesome. Actually, I would just like to freaking party with the guy. The guy.
hey, it's a man crush. Nothing wrong with a man crush.
Him and Jason Statham are my guys.
That's funny. Well, when I first started dating Kath, my wife, she figure it was 96. She had a crush on the catcher of the Yankees, who at the time was one Joe Girardi.
You know, he's from my neck of the woods, you know.
Yeah. She had a crush on Joe Girardi when we first dated. So we used to go watch the Yankee games all the time.
I don't know if he's still working for the Cubs marquee network, but he was here this past 2 years. Yeah. Better than Jorge Posada, though, Pat.
He's better than
Him with that
Jose Posada.
freaking nose. He's just like, good God.
Up there's Bill. So we'll do our last one. Then we'll get the hell out of Dodge, man. Everybody go to sleep.
You know, I got to tell you, I like Ryan Reynolds, too. I laugh.
Uh-oh.
He's a good dude.
Brett's starting to get a bromance going.
Oh yeah, why not?
Well, you know what? It's everybody always is okay with girls saying how other girls are either pretty or not so good looking, and guys get weird when you say a guy is good looking. I go, if you look at a guy, you know he's a good looking guy. He's the one that gets all the ass. You know he's a good looking guy. I have no problem saying that.
Did you ever
I
see
could
that
care
movie?
less.
She's Out of My League. I forgot
Hmm?
the girl. Do you remember is it the Jay Baruchel guy that like wants to get the good looking chick? But then there's
Yeah.
like the new guy that comes out of the like airplane. His friend's like, I'd have sex with that guy.
What's straight? It's like, who cares?
Josh Duhamel or whoever it was like some hot dude.
Ryan's taking a shot of salted caramel protein shake. God bless you, man. If it has tits or tires, I'll give trouble.
Oh, Ryan's still here. Yeah, I should tell Ryan. So I was working out the last few mornings with Jeremy. Look at Jeremy. He's Mr. Fitness Guru. So he had me. I took one of his pre-workout shakes or pre-workout mixes, and it was, dude, I had the jitters. But he's like, yeah, dude, if you don't take this regular, you're gonna have the jitters for a little bit. It was like some C3 pre-workout mix. I was freaking lit for a while. I was like moving so fast.
Oh shit! Been on this bat. Cheers.
Oh yeah, sorry. Cheers.
Yeah, for some reason it's making my throat feel better. God bless
Even
it.
my wife's like, so yeah, you're not drinking tonight, are you? I'm like, I drank so much last few days, just.
Look at Brett's true colors. He's got the rainbow.
Dude, what I did the last few days, yes. Thank God I was the company photographer, so they couldn't take pictures of me.
See, fortunately, back in my heyday of my 20s and back in the 90s, there's no evidence of that I was doing anything I should have been, but like evidence of getting drunk and picking up girls you shouldn't have gone home with, girls you swear you didn't go home with, and you lied to your friends that you did go home with. There's no evidence. There was no cell phones. It's a beautiful time in life. I'm like, shit, could you imagine if they had phones of all the shit I did back then?
Yeah, dude, Ryan, we did shoulders and arms, and I was hurting. And I'm like, okay, this is burning. I'm going to use the elliptical for 45 minutes. Like, oh God, Jesus.
One of these days I'll get back to the gym. I'll have to show Ryan pictures of what I looked like back when I used to go to the gym. I'm a shadow of my mere mortal self.
A lot of these hospitality suites have like slider burgers, right? So Jeremy's like, oh, dude, we got to take this stuff off here. Just so he's like, oh, might as well just eat the bun. And then we started just eating the bun.
I've had this conversation with my wife for the longest time that I'm like, I don't understand how you guys are attracted to men because we're just hairy. We're just gross. I go, if I was a girl, I would so be a lesbian. I tell my wife all the time. I said, I'm a lesbian. I'm proud of it. But yeah, I don't get it. I'm right there with you. About as good as David Hasselhoff drunk eating a burger. Solid gold.
That's the one thing that didn't happen at age 45 was getting hangry. That did not happen. That does happen with me a lot. Where if I haven't eaten, I'm like, oh, I'm getting pissed off.
The wife tells me that too. It's like, we'll be somewhere, and she's like, did you eat? I'm like, no. She's like, you're definitely getting hangry. You need to relax.
Right? It's just, dude.
Yeah.
I eat a lot of seafood. You would have been impressed because I know you like a lot of seafood.
Oh, I love seafood.
God, and my wife, I told my wife I had some eel sushi because she loves eel.
Oh, I love eel sushi. Yeah.
And she's like, you ate that because you could never try with me. You don't like any raw fish. And I'm like, well, amazing things happen when you're under the influence.
We love sushi. The only person in the house that doesn't eat a lot of fish is my son.
I got the impression Terrence is like me. You
know why? He'll eat fried calamari, but that's it. He can't eat shellfish. He's allergic to shellfish. so he kind of just avoids fish in general because he's allergic to shellfish.
Oh man. Ooh.
But I love seafood. How about a greasy? Oh, I thought you going with the greasy pork sandwich served with a dirty ashtray.
Okay,
Greasy
actually,
burger.
well, okay. See, so now Ryan and Lurch, they're okay. They're no, this is Everscape Bill's talking about it, like burgers. Okay, we talked about this the last couple of nights. Who's a fan of an egg on a burger? I love a fried egg on a burger, not like the running egg, but if it's a good egg. What do you
I gotta
think
be
of
in the
an egg
mood
on a
for it.
burger,
Yeah,
guy?
I can have that. I've had it.
Okay. Actually, I talked about that with Joe and Mary Beth. That's right. We got so when he called me like one of his days after he was off of work, he was just all excited, and I was making smash burgers because I got that whole big kit for my Traeger pellet grill to make the smash burgers. And he's like, "Dude, that sounds amazing. I can't smell it." And then we were arguing about bacon on a burger because when you bite into bacon, if you have it on a burger, the whole piece of bacon comes out. I'm like, yeah, that's the bad part about bacon.
But still fun. You gotta have bacon on a burger.
Oh hell yeah! And dude, Pat, how about this? I did not have American cheese on a burger until like a few years ago. I was always a plain burger guy. Like,
Really?
isn't that crazy?
We're big. We're a big Swiss family. We all like Swiss. I like Swiss burgers. I like Swiss cheese on a burger.
See, yeah. Oh, Ryan brought up the part about peanut butter. I've heard the peanut butter thing. I'm like, oh.
Where did That's where I'm like, where did we see peanut butter on a burger? It was the Twilight Zone movie.
That's right. Yes, we talked about that.
Yep.
When we watched it.
Yep. Remember, he was they were putting peanut butter on the burger. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love me some peanut butter, but I don't know if I want to mix with my burger. I mean, so I have a whole bottle of well, it's not a whole bottle because
It's getting there.
yeah. I love me some peanut butter beer. The peanut butter beer is I'm gonna have to buy some and ship some to you because I think you'll enjoy it.
It's funny. My boss, my sales manager, stood up at my wedding. He was drinking a lot of Screwball last night. I was like, oh god, he didn't know about the eggnog one. He was all shocked because he loves eggnog. Like,
So
oh, wow.
funny story. Like I've told you, I'm doing dual roles right now. I'm doing this one job, and I'm also still doing a job for the other company that I work for, MB, in Manhattan. And whenever I go out there and do some work, shout out to Sean, who's popped in the chat a few times, but I'm sure he's definitely not going to be there tonight. I think he got him in trouble for hanging out with me in the bar last night.
What?
His wife is a little pissed. Was it last night? It was the night before. No, night before rather. Yeah, Monday night. So usually when I go out there, we'll end up at like this local like Irish pub. We'll have a couple of Guinness and we'll get something to eat. So I was telling him about the peanut butter, the stuff, and he was like, "They put peanut butter in whiskey." I'm like, "You have to try this."
Oh, he's been out of the game for a while. That's
I'm like,
usually what
he's
they
like,
do.
"Really?" I'm like, "You have to try this." I'm like, "It's like heroin."
Or tell him about the peanut butter caramel one that we had. That's good. Jeez, shit.
Yeah, shout out to Sean if you watch this after the fact. Great guy. Yeah, and I got him in trouble the other night, so I do apologize for that to his wife.
I saw Lurch's comment about the burger patties between two Krispy Kreme donuts. You know who does that, Pat? Shaquille O'Neal opened up his burger place, the Big Chick place, and they do it between two glazed donuts, but it's chicken.
I've heard of that. I've heard of the chicken, but with the glazed donuts.
Oh,
And I'm like, you know what? I'm one of those guys that like I don't like to mix my dessert with my food. I don't think I can do it. I can't. I don't think I can do it.
it depends on what it is, right? It's really.
Oh, Bill, so you can't. I get it because he's lactose intolerant. I get it. So you can't eat cheeseburgers. I get it.
I listened to you had the peanut butter beer last night. Your one stout, and I think Joe was like, "Dude, peanut butter in a beer." I'm like, I'm gonna tell you, peanut butter in a stout. There's a lot of good peanut butter in stouts. Like there's a peanut butter cup stout I have in the area I love.
I avoided it because I was like, peanut butter with my beer. Because I've told you some of the ones from this. I should tell them I'm advertising for them. I like their winter lager the best, and their hazy IPAs are awesome, and they have a bunch of great beers. And I'm looking, I'm like, you know what? And I'm like, let me just give it a shot. And I tried this. I was like, I felt like Peter Griffin when he sees the for those Family Guy people that love Family Guy, when he sees the pajamas with the ass flap,
Yeah.
and he's like, here's a blank check, put any number you want on it, because he wanted those ass flap pajamas.
Yep.
Because when I tried it, I was just like, here's my credit card. I will be back for the rest of the night. Just keep them coming. But when I finally tried it, I was just like, I never thought I would enjoy peanut butter in beer. Don't knock it till you try it.
That's right.
Yeah. The only thing is, you do have to watch because it's very heavy.
It's very heavy.
Yeah. So it's not the type of beer like on a set. Like, I don't think I'll be drinking it in the dead of August because it's not the type of beer you drink in the middle of August.
No.
Like, it's cold outside. It's like a Guinness thing where you can sip it.
Yes.
Yeah. So I over the summer won't be touching it.
Yeah.
It was cold. I was sitting there. I had some work to do. I sat there. I bring my growler with me, and I know the girl that works there. The girl that works there lives 2 doors down from me. She's one of my daughter's friends. She works there. I'm like, yeah, just fill this up. I'm gonna have a beer while I'm sitting here, and I have it, and I hang out, and I can sip it. But that it's not the type of thing you chug, by no means.
Right. Have a good night, bud. Yeah, dude. Thank you for support, man. It's been great getting to know you through the chats and all that, man. So
yeah, Ryan, go hang out. Yeah, we're just freaking going on way too long now.
no, but he's a good inspiration though for all that.
Now Ryan's great, man. He's I'll tell you, I'll send you pictures of me when I was your age, and I just went on this quest to get in shape, and you'd be surprised what I looked like. And I could probably do it again, but you know what? I'm fucking tired and I'm old. I don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah, I just want to lose a little bit. I want to just lose a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm down 15 pounds. I'm down 15 pounds since I switched roles at work. Because I'm on my feet from 6:45 till almost 5:00.
You know what? It's funny you said something like that. So I thought with all these hospitality suites and the drinking and then all the hors d'oeuvres and shit that I was going to put on all this weight, but I walked our trade show for 4 hours. Yeah, I weighed myself when I got home. I'm still the same. I was like, holy shit, this is a miracle.
Dude, I think Old Smoky Mountain Moonshine.
Lurch, I saw it at my liquor store.
I had the Old Smoky. I had the caramel Old Smoky thing I bought that because I wanted to try. I do have that. That's the same one, right? Lurch, it's Old Smoky Mountain. They have the little bottles that are thin.
They make them in both sizes. I think Lurch would probably know.
Yeah,
but I should get that egg one because oh god, you drink it. I'll just
Lurch doesn't have a gut. It's a fuel tank for the sex machine. No, but it was funny because I'm on an open construction site and I'm doing a lot of work, and I ripped a pair of pants the other day. I'm like, you know what? And like that, you have to have a certain amount of pants to wear each week, so you have clean clothes every day. I'm like, shit, I have to go to the store and buy another pair of pants, and I bought them, and I'm like, it's too big. And I told the wife, I'm like, she's like, because you're running around like a jackass these days, so you must have lost a couple of pounds. I'm like, all right. I usually don't go near a scale because I also have my pistol near my night table, and I want to put a bullet in my head when I see how much I weigh.
Oh, don't talk.
But I'm like, I guess I lost a couple of pounds. I'm like, okay, that can't hurt.
Yes, indeed. That's awesome.
That did hurt.
Yeah, I should probably go check up upstairs, but yeah.
Yeah, you go. You got it because you got the young gun. See, I'm surprised the wife has come down and yelled at you. I'm waiting one day to see a hand just go like this, because she's disgusted. Because I remember the day with the young kids. I remember those days vividly.
She won't. She knows I got a little frustrated with the show over the weekend, or the last few days. So she's.
So yeah. Well, hang on for a second. We'll just chat real quick before, and then we'll get the hell off. So everybody, like, subscribe, comment, all that happy horse shit. Thanks everybody that was in the chat. Thanks Travis for the Super chat. Thanks, Lurch, for the super chat. I'm
Thank
telling
you,
you,
guys.
I'm going to put all this money aside, and I'll be buying drinks if you guys come for the love of horror. So that's where it's going. If it's not going in our pockets, it's going to go out to you guys to hang out and have a party with us. So we'll be back Thursday night. So far, so good. The book club looks good for Thursday night. Byron Weaver, I apologize because I've been putting it off for weeks. So it looks good for Thursday so far. And yeah, so all the happy horse shit. And thanks everybody for hanging out. Screw
Yes,
Joe.
guys.
Joe passed out on us. The hell with him. We'll make
But no, MB gave us the heads up. That was
I
awesome.
know. And she knows I'm only kidding, so she knows it. Because I miss his beautiful face. So I miss seeing my son. Well, the father of my son.
I think you know what I think I miss most is the positivity and just the laughter. That's
He's just
what I miss. Because I think you kind of are doing what I'm doing now. There's just so much negativity and construction. It's bullshit. It's just
yeah, it's nice to come here, just hang out, and I can tell you horror stories from what I'm dealing with. But this is a nice outlet. Probably drank more than I should because I'm probably gonna regret it tomorrow. But yeah, thanks everybody. There was a couple of things. Everybody's good night, and we'll be hanging out on Thursday night.
have a good night, guys. It's great talking
If you're
to you
not
guys.
if you're not to the book
Great
club,
friends.
make sure you come back for the podcast on Sunday night because it's going to be a lot of fun with Bill.
Yeah, it will be. Bill's a good friend.
Good night.